we go. Alright. So I did get my Kyurem pathing back. I did get my Kyurem pathing. So I don't need to retrack that down. And because, again, we got the Latios, we are going back to... not going back. We are going to be starting Kyogre Dynamax Adventures soon. It's going to be fun. And by fun, I mean not at all. Because it's Kyogre. One of the most difficult... I still think Kyogre is the most difficult Dynamax. There we go. We are live. Welcome back, everybody. I still say Kyogre is the most difficult Dynamax Adventure. And now that we've gotten that Tornadoes done, we're going to be starting Kyogre DAs. So that's not going to be fun for our hero. But with you guys, we should be able to do it. Hopefully. Maybe. But tomorrow's going to be Kyurem. And then after that is going to be... after that is going to be Kyogre. After that, I don't... Well, okay. Well, after that, we've still got several more very hard to Dynamax Adventures. Again, I think overall, like, Solgaleo was one of the hardest. Dialga is one of the hardest. That's going to be... But is that a thing? Got Speedy Boy? Yes, we got Tornado Face tag. We got them. Hello there, Kaiba. Yeah, we got Tornado Face. Funny story. We got Tornadoes, and in the same stream, we were doing random DAs, so we got Shiny Hatterene later. And then, we did a Tapu Lele. Not Tapu Lele. We did random DAs, and we found a Tapu Fini. And in the most scuffed Tapu Fini Dynamax Adventure of all time, we got the Shiny Tapu Fini. So, which is a part of the reason why I did not catch the legendaries when we did random DAs. But I'm like, you know what, let's go. I'm not going to get one. We might as well do it anyway. That's the reason why I didn't, because again, that literally just takes an entire, you know, Dynamax Adventure session segment of things and just decapitates it. Because remember, there are 47 Dynamax Adventure Pokemon to go fight. So there's that many in total. And we just took an entire one of those just out of the equation entirely. Which is freaking funny. I mean, I'm happy because, like, I finally got a first encounter Dynamax Adventure Shiny. Hello there, Juke. I have no idea how to read that name, but welcome in. How you doing? If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream, and let's go. Yeah, it's been a very wild ride when it comes to Dynamax Adventures for things. Like we are still in the net positive when it comes to the hunt. Like, we are still net below odds, even with 300 to like 370 to 425 total Kartana DAs for that, even with Ho-Oh being nearly 700, even with Giratina, Tornado, Nihilego, Moltres, and Latios all being above 100 to 200. We've still gotten the vast majority of our Dynamax Adventures in 30 encounters or less. So we've got like maybe 7 that went over 100. And most of those were, you know, only, like a little over 100 DAs. And so many of them that were just super, super freaking low that it mostly counterbalances. Maybe it's like we're about on odds. But I mean, I need to go back and actually look at all of them again to just reassess and reevaluate. But we've gotten some freaking stupid luck for everything. I love it. I'm on a seafood diet. I seafood and eat it based. I have almost all Mega Shinies, minus the legendaries. I sadly can't get Beedrill. What do you mean you can't get Beedrill? Do you not have BDSP or Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee? It is a good joke. I approve of that joke because, oh nice, Duraludon. I mean, Duraludon's this. Oh, no, let's go. Makes sense. Really is Obstagoon. I will take the Obstagoon. Very useful thing to have. Alright, what fairy? Okay, that's not what I need. Obstagoon, I need that. Alola Persian, pretty good. I could... Well, no, we're not gonna go for that. What are you gonna go for that? We're going for that. I need a shiny obstacle, so I'm gonna go for that one. I didn't know. Yes, someone. We are live. Every day. Yeah, you can get a BDSP. Remember, BDSP is everything from Generation 1 to Generation 4. So everything is in the game. Everything Gen 1 to Gen 4 is in that game. Yeah, I'll go for Breaking Swipe. Well, I mean, I've seen the seafood joke before many times. I do approve of that joke, though. Right. Alright, guys. I hope after all. Indeed. I actually do think Close Combat hits harder than Blaze Kick. Because Blaze Kick is 85 base, where Close Combat is 120 times 1.52, 180. Then cut that in half to 90. So yeah, no, Blaze Kick is actually weaker, and also has Jets missing. Hello there, Warwick. Welcome. How you doing? Why are you using Wide Guard? Also, why the frick is the Rhydon not using Smackdown? Because it's quad super effective. Why? And thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. There's the old pepper. That's the damage we love seeing. That is the damage we love to see. That is very much the damage we love to see. Also, Mothra project for the secondary channel is finally finished. Shoot, I think I actually got 55 bucks. I don't think you can go above it. No, I'm pretty sure it caps out at 252 tag. Maybe it caps out at like 255, maybe. But you gotta remember, there's always 2 EVs left over. So I don't think it actually. I think it didn't. Well, then again, Gen 3 was weird. Maybe Gen 3 actually has that. I think it caps at 252. I know in the modern games it does. I don't know if it did back then because it was kind of primitive back then. But it would make sense if it did go to 255 because that is hexadecimal. Is that what that is? I think that's hexadecimal. But like you would still be able to get Life Orb, I'll take that. But you still would be able to get one a full entire other stat. You only lose out one stat point or different stat at absolute worst. Got my new Joy-Con, more drifto. Hello there, Kaiba. Looking up, it seems that really X and Y? It went on for that long? I would have expected like Gen 4, maybe Gen 5 would have fixed it. Huh. I guess I don't give Gen 6 enough credit. That is part of that was interesting. Well, I guess I'll have to add that to my list of positive things that I will say about Generation 6 from now on. We will add that next to easier effort value training with the punching bag things, with hyper training. Not hyper training. Super training. Because Gen 6 actually went the first time that they added in static encounters, having, I believe it is 3 perfect IVs minimum. Which that is a very good thing that they added in. Other than that, well, now I have this. I am at 980 dynamite. Well, that's a lot of dynamite. Good evening. We'll do the switch to a parent. Sadly, won't be going to do it. Understandable, Paul. Understandable. Beats per minute. One of the new songs got our rhythm. One of the new songs got my rhythm game is Is that born? Oh, is beats per minute 180. Interesting. No idea what that means. Like, no idea what that song is. Yeah, 180 beats per minute is very fast. I remember there was some kind of, like, math formula that is, you take your age, multiply it by, like, something 0.6, something 0.8, and then, like, subtract that from, like, I think it's 220, and then, like, that's, like, your maximum beats per minute that is, like, good for working out, or, like, good for, health. I mean, obviously you could exceed that, but, like, it's not good for your body to be pushing itself that intensely, I think. It's been, I mean, I remember like that in, like, elementary school. It's been a long time since anything like that happened. That's the stuff of things. It's a love song, Hatsune Miku. Interesting. Now, they better not switch out this ride-on. They better not freaking switch it out. You had one freaking job, game. You had one job. Hold on to the ride-on. And you couldn't do that right. This is why it's the AI. This is why I don't worry about Skynet taking over the world, because it can't do basic things like this. This is why I have no fear Skynet is ever going to exist. The AI is just stupid. Oh no, what did you send me, James? Can't have nice things.
Hello there, our dear friend, the Floorhead Queen. How are you doing? Can one of the mods please do exclamation mark F to give a link to our dear friend, the Floorhead? How do you do? How you been? How's it going? One could call that a skill issue, Ash. One could very much indeed call that a skill issue.
Please be outspeed everyone. Well, no, it's Ash's channel is different than the account that they're on right now. That's why you need to do exclamation mark Ash. It's a different account. It's weird how it works. No, it's all good, Tag. It's force of habit. I understand entirely. No need to worry. That was fun. Thankfully, we didn't get paralyzed. Hello there, Spars. Welcome, welcome. I have a viewing channel. Yes, Ash has a viewing channel and a streaming channel. No. I would love a shiny Togedemaru. Please stop spamming, Spars. Please stop spamming. So I do appreciate the enthusiasm.
Hello there, friend.
If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream. I'm not going to take this. I'm okay with that. The poison type swapped out. I'm okay with this. I'll be honest with you. Oh no, what did you send me? I'm going to warn you about a current... Oh, Discord scam. Okay, if you get any DMs like this, block immediately. It is a scam. About Nitro scam. I'll be honest with you. This is a terrible mistake. Yeah, I've seen things like this before. Yeah, anytime that I see stuff like that, like a bot worry thing, I do not take it seriously. Mostly down to the fact that I know that there are scams, like, for Discord and everything like that, so yeah, that math checks out. But yeah. Hello, give me another piece. Oh, not much. Yeah, that's not good if they got hacked. But thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. Many thanks. mad I can't delete comments on mobile. Alright, thanks, Ash. Wait, is it... You can't delete comments on mobile? Huh. I didn't know that was a thing. Interesting, I need to look into that. And thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed. Many, many thanks. Up spoon us a little bit of HP. Load. Sweep. Not good crit. It would have been better if we had to go with the other thing. The speed drop is good. Speed drops are always good. Have to do our canals. Simple beam. I tried extreme mode on the song, and I was way too many kettle screeching noises. Kettle screeching noises. So like Hackle spells laugh. I'm glad I can get Sableye and BDSP because I have both of those and nice. Yeah, I mean, you can also get Sableye and Scarlet Violet. Yes, but Sableye is in all of the Switch Pokemon games other than Pokemon Lemon Abacus. Welcome back, Furious Wave. Welcome. What does a turbo button do? Okay, actually I have my turbo controller right here. The turbo button on a turbo controller, that little double tick mark thing right there. The way that works is basically you hold it down, you set the thing up, and like you press a button, then you activate the turbo. The controller will say to the Switch that you are pressing that button even if you are not pressing it down. So it's like I can have my turbo controller do this, have it, press the thing down and say it, and my turbo controller would basically tell my Switch, oh, he is pressing A at an interval of like one press every half second, even if you don't actually have to press down the button. It's a really, really good way of doing things because it reduces strain on a controller, which, for me, I'm very big on reducing strain on controllers. That's actually the reason why I vastly prefer the cutscenes in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, because less button presses I need, because I've actually worn out the buttons on a few different Joy-Cons, a controller, and 2 of my DSs have worn out the A buttons. So, repeated presses put a finite lifespan on controllers, which is why I'm glad when they have like a turbo control thing like that. Which is also why I'm glad the other shoulder buttons work for that in Sword and Shield. Thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. Many, many thanks. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you guys haven't done so already. Now, let's check our shinies. We got 2 shinies yesterday, so we got 3 shinies yesterday. 2 of which were shiny legendaries, Tornadus and Tapu Fini. So I have like 0 confidence that we're going to be getting a shiny today. But who knows? Again, we got 3 yesterday, so that was something. No. It doesn't exist. And if you would like to join in the Dynamax Adventures, feel free to pop in. Hello there, Venom. I love Plants vs. Zombies, Garden. I've actually never played Plants vs. Zombies. I've heard very good things about it, though. Tapu Fini was crazy. I can't believe I finally got a first encounter shiny legendary in DAs. It has only been several years. We will be doing things. How are you? I'm doing very well, Venom. I'm actually doing very well. A video on the second channel I actually just finished editing, which is good because that editing I thought was going to take a lot longer. We got shinies yesterday. Several of them. It was very fun. It was very, very, very fun. Have you played? I have not played that as well, Furious Wave. I've played very few games. You can basically count on one hand the AAA series I've played. Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, COD, specifically COD Black Ops chronology. Yes, Grimmsnarl is immune to both Psychic and Dragon. The only reason I'm not a big fan of Grimmsnarl when it comes to Dynamax Adventures is Grimmsnarl is a G-Max Grimmsnarl, meaning it doesn't get Max Darkness, which would actually be really good for Dark Pulse. And its special attack is not very high, but thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. Lobby is up if anybody wants to pop in for some Dynamax Adventures and join in the fun. We're always happy to have you pop in. Yes, tag there is. What was the tag? Max, is there a way for mods to block someone? That spammer put a 24-hour timeout is still here. Yeah, just DM me what the name of the person is. I can put him a timeout permanently. Hello, thank you very much. Mick Mint Chocolate Chip. That is an amazing name. But yeah, no, you can do it, Neo. You can be the one to bring down the hammer if necessary. Also, dear friend the Floorhead, DMs when available. But thank you very much for the subscribe. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be Kyurem. Yes, Kyurem. Yeah, I find it funny that so this is sort of the funny story about the Kyurem. Was after we got Tornadus, I was doing random DAs, and I was button mashing so hard that I accidentally overrode my Kyurem pathing with Cresselia. And this was also during when Splatfest was going on. So I needed to take time out of playing Splatoon 3 Splatfest, Grandfest, to hunt down a Kyurem Dynamax Adventure again. And I was like, alright, I'll do like 5 of these, then I'll hop on Splatoon. I think Sly was actually doing the Splatoon stream when it happened. And Temper messaged me that the Sly guy was doing a Splatoon stream. And on the last of those bundle of DAs that I was going to do, I found an Ice-type raid. And I was like, okay, there's not many Ice types in Dynamax Adventures. There's Articuno. Then there's nothing in Gen 2 that's an Ice type. There's no Ice types in Generation 3 because Regice is not in Dynamax Adventures. There is none in Gen 4. There's Kyurem for Gen 5. None for Gen 6. None for Gen 7. And then nothing else there. So it was just Kyurem and Articuno. I think it's just Kyurem and Articuno. So it was a 50-50 shot. And I was like, alright. I hope this is Kyurem. And it was, thankfully. Do you have a Shiny Ditto? Does it turn into... No, that is not the way that Shiny Ditto works. Ditto turns into the same form and shininess of the Pokemon it's opposing. So, if you have a Shiny Ditto and you send it out against a non-shiny Groudon, it'll turn into a non-shiny Groudon. If you have a non-shiny Ditto and you send it out against a shiny Kyogre, it will turn into a shiny Kyogre. Yeah, that's the way it works. It takes on the color scheme of the thing that you're going up against. It's weird. I'm gonna go for the Drapion. Go for the Cryogonal. One quick fact is that in some countries it is illegal to escape from prison because it's constant human nature to want to be free. Interesting. That's something. I guess Galar Weezing. Galar Weezing, regular Weezing, probably the least bad thing to go for. At least, like, it could be worse, but it's a thing. Can I ask a question? Why is there an element? Can I ask a dumb question? There's no such thing as dumb questions, Mark. There are no such thing as dumb questions. Just questions. Can I ask a dumb question? Why is there an element miss attack like fighting the ghost? What's the other miss or failed attack? Oh, you mean immunities. So you're talking about immunities to damage. Okay. That's a bit something else. We'll go to the Jellicent. Not just how popular this opinion is, but I believe both cameras even mind. I like Articuno's design. My biggest issue with Articuno is just that it's stat line. I actually like the visual design of the Pokemon itself. But you're talking about immunities there, Mark. There are certain types that are immune to certain other types. Ghost is immune to normal and fighting under normal circumstances. Normal is immune to Ghost under normal circumstances. There are some conditions where a Ghost type can hit a normal type and where a normal and fighting type can't hit a Ghost type. Ground types cannot hit flying types. Again, there's a few conditions where that actually does happen. And electric cannot hit ground types. And psychic cannot hit dark types, and dragon types cannot hit fairy types. Those Pokemon are just simply outright immune to those things. I'm going to conserve my lash outs. But static. Yes, static can static can paralyze ground types. Just like ground types can be paralyzed by body slam. Yes, also poison can't hit steel types. Yes, I did forget about that one. And also, thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. Yes, it's an ability, not an ability. Yes. You also things like body slam can paralyze ground types. Yeah, like hypnosis also can actually affect dark types. Its status moves interact very strangely when it comes to type immunities, like sand attack can hit flying types. However, ground types are actually immune to Thunder Wave. So that's kind of a bit of a weird one. How does ground type get paralyzed with Bleed? Well, I mean, that's a bit of a biology question, because in reality, paralysis is basically because your muscles are controlled by electrical impulses. So it's basically like your nerves aren't firing correctly. It's kind of what paralysis is. It's like, you know, your brain's telling your body to do something, but your body isn't responding because the signals aren't reaching it. Is kind of what it is. It's weird. Wish you could Mega Evolve VDSP would have been better. I disagree on that, someone. I disagree on Mega Evolutions would have done anything, because the thing about Megas is this. It's similar to saying a coat of paint would fix something. You know, it's not something that changes the in-game content. The game also did not, you know, it was not the mainline game for battling. Yes, Earthquake does hit you if you are using the move Dig. It also deals double damage. Hello, TH. How you doing? No, use Dark Pulse. Wheezing, use Dark Pulse. Wheezing, use Dark Pulse. Also, Grass is... Yes, Grass is immune to the powder moves. Yes, Ditch, we are hunting Latios today. Today is our Latios hunt. Pretty good hunt. Fairly good hunt. Found a reaction image the other day. Love it, kind of getting a lot of miles up. Yeah, it's a pretty good reaction image. Fairly good reaction image. I'm planning on using Primarina. What move? Well, is it for doubles or singles? Because that will very much affect the way that I would recommend speccing a Primarina. If you are going for doubles, well, that's the reason why I actually ask about doubles or singles. Because Sparkling Aria hits your ally in double battles. But if you're going for single battles, there's no reason not to go Sparkling Aria. And like Moonblast. Your Moonblast would be that. Water Absorb is Water Absorb. Yeah. Water Absorb partner, Storm Drain ally, but again, you can't always reliably enforce that, especially in double battles. Yeah, Hyper Voice, Liquid Voice, I'd recommend then. If you want to spread water damage. Other than that, if you're not gonna go Hyper Voice, then I'd recommend maybe Water Pledge, but Hyper Voice is a little bit better. I'll be back in meeting. Thank you very much, DA. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with Primarina. I feel like Electric should be super effective against fighting because no, I understand Slammin'. I understand. We had Clouds have Water Absorb for Primarina. That could work. Possibly. You know, there's a lot of ways you can spec up Primarina. It's one of the reasons I like it. It's very... So I've known some people who have done Primarina with actually running Torrent, not Liquid Voice. Where's your... oh no, Kaiba, what have you sent? Also, Weezing, use Dark Pulse. Weezing, I've said use Dark Pulse. I am very, very happy they nerfed it. Because the main reason I'm okay with the nerf to it is this. The prior way that it existed was default advantage to Protean and Libero Pokemon. They always held the advantage in any battle. You know, that is by definition a broken Pokemon and just a broken system in gaming where in every circumstance something has the edge. I still say he looks like Boruto. I still say he looks like Boruto. Nah, it's all good. Nah, it's all good, Neo. Neutralizing gases and the field. Like Ethor. Leon versus Hello, Kanto. How are you doing? One of the mods go grab Kanto's link, please. One of the mods go grab Kanto's link. Goal our team. Finally, we knocked this thing out. I know Kaiba. I know he's not Boruto. I still say he looks like Boruto, though. I know he predates Boruto. But he looks like Boruto. Yeah, I like Leon more. Like, this might be a bit of a hot take. But Leon is probably one of my more favorite champions because he's just a dude. Like, a lot of the other champions, when you interact with them, they carry this grandeur with them. You know, I mean, I love Cynthia, I love Alder, I love Steven, but like, when you interact with them, they carry this, you know, grand, just immense presence with them. Whereas, like, Leon, the games hype him up a lot. But, like, when you talk with him as a character, he's literally just a dude. Well, again, Wallace, perfect example. You know, he's literally just a dude. And I freaking love that. Like, he very much acts like just... He's just a guy who really likes battling, and I love that. I'll take this. I hate it when my friends judge me for liking God of War. They don't agree. Most people just know. Yeah, I mean, there is a certain stigma to that thing. These days, there is a certain stigma. So, we are actually going to be Dynamaxing the... we are going to be Dynamaxing... Cryogonal here. Cryogonal Dynamax. Because Cryogonal Dynamax and use Solar Beam. That'll set grassy terrain, meaning this thing will be weak to ice, bug, fire moves. Well, it means already weak to fire, also poison. So it lets us do more damage. Oh wait, no, neutralizing gas, that shuts it down. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Redact that. It's not gonna work because of neutralizing gas. I'm stupid. Once again, I can't do jack squat. Nothing. So yeah, forget what I said. We're gonna Dynamax the Galar Weezing and not the Galar Weezing. The Weezing is blasted with Heat Wave. When your character in Pokemon have a dad, excluding Gen 5. Excluding Gen 3. Probably not. Who knows? Who knows? Leon is just like Bro's champion. Exactly. Like, Leon is literally just a dude. Okay, never mind. We are going to be Dynamaxing the Cryogonal, because now neutralizing gas is out of the equation. We can force this thing into being a grass type, which will make it easier for us. Wait, Red does have a dad? Really? So yeah, Dynamax the Cryogonal, go for Dynamax Solar Beam. Leon is just a fella, love his little brother. Red's mom messes with. I mean, well, okay, technically all characters do have dads, it's just, are they present in the games? Is, I think, probably the better question. I mean, I always thought the implication was that Red's dad was also, like, on his own journey doing Pokemon things. I mean, that was all just, like, the way that I interpreted it. Could be wrong, but that was the way I interpreted it. Hello there, Bert. Welcome back. How you doing? How you doing? Arvin doesn't have one either. Well, okay. Canonically, in Scarlet, he does have a dad. Canonically, in Scarlet, he does. It's just kind of, because in that one, Sada is his mother, and his father is, Sada's a strange assistant. So, his father and mother are out there in the ether. We just never meet them. I mean, dad's basically every character. Well, the thing is, the Kanto War thing, that is not real. That is a hypothesis that people think is real. It is not. Oh, you know, the Scarlet Violet story is very sad. I think that the Scarlet Violet story is the saddest. Yes! Neutralizing gas. It keeps Stunfisk forced into being a grass type. This is much better for our heroes. Fortunately, we'll probably burn her path because of my gun. Nah. We've got stuff and things. We've got stuff and things. Sludge Blue. Yes. Yes. I keep terrain now. But no, the thing is, if you can go for an ice type move, and that will still keep terrain in play. Max Hailstorm would just set weather; it wouldn't set terrain. Metal sound, heavy metal noise. Heavy metal noise. Yeah, no, you can go for an ice type move. That would do a lot of damage. Now the thing is, I'm probably going to lose a little bit of HP. I'm going to lose a lot of HP because it's going to attack me, and then I'm going to lose some chip damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to be switching out the Wheezing for this. The Stunfisk. Yeah, that's the damage I love seeing. That's the kind of damage I love to see. Delightful. There we go. Much better. Okay. I wouldn't mind, no, I already have a shiny Galar Stunfest. I need a shiny Unova Fisk. That's what I need. Indeed, I do. Yeah. So, I do find this funny, Tech, because you bring up the thing about Lieutenant Surge. Back in the Japanese version, he was referred to as the Lightning American. And I think it was Black and White 2? I think. They say, like, something he's from Unova, I think. What does the shiny? What does which shiny look like? Latios or Galar Stunfisk? Because I actually don't remember what Galar Stunfisk's shiny looked like. I mean, you need to go into the menu to see, because, like, the way it's positioned is a bit tricky. Yellows. Okay. I feel like it gets blue or something. I don't know. Its color scheme goes to base Stunfisk. There's like yellow on it, I think. Yeah, I recommend looking at Cerebi. I think that, yeah, yes. That's the thing that happened. Actually, do I switch out for this? Actually, yes, I will switch out for this. Non-Galar Linoon. Well, I mean, I need shiny Galar Linoon and shiny Hoenite. What is the noun form? Not noun. Adjective? Whatever the regional term for someone from Hoenn, whatever that name is. Demonym, that's what the word is. Whatever the demonym for Hoenn is. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe it is just Hoenn. Maybe. The green and orange. Used always being a Latin American and the word. Yes. Really? Fascinating. But yeah, I'm gonna switch out for this. I'm going to switch out for this. Well, okay, if it knocks me out, I'm switching out for this. If it knocks me out, I'm not switching out. If it does knock me out, I'm not switching. If it doesn't knock me out, I am switching. That's the plan. Just add in. Fair enough. All right, I'm not switching out. Well, then it depends on how much lash out power points I still have left. Let's ignore the meta of the generation. Gen 5. Gen 5, Gen 9. It is a very close tie between those two gens. I love Gen 5 and I love Gen 9 for the story. Because for me, story matters a lot when I get. Thank you very much, Jay. Thank you. But yeah, no, for me, when it comes to games, it's a combination of gameplay and story. Which is, I mean, it's a bit of a ratio between the two of them. Like, there are some games that I really, really like because of the gameplay and, you know, maybe story's a little bit light. But also the ones that I like, yeah, I like the story. Yeah, I like the story, but the gameplay's kind of, yeah. It's kind of a bit of a ratio. It depends on, you know, the two of them, you know, seesawing against a bit of one or the other. It's the same kind of thing as with movies, actually. Where, I mean, yes, I know it's kind of rich saying that as someone who loves Godzilla movies, which are kind of known for really not listening to plots. I do like story as much as I do like, you know, the actual like action stuff of a movie. I enjoy that. Bit of balance. Hello there, Cruz. Welcome, welcome. I thought it was Sinnohite. I thought that's what the Sinnoh one was. Could be wrong though. Yeah, I'm not swapping out for this thing. Why the freak is Stunfisk the fastest thing in the world? Oh, wait, check room? So yeah, we're not switching out. We are not switching out for this. We are not swapping out for this. It's gonna be good, though. It's gonna be very good. Right after this, we fight Latios. I have Quick Claw. I think it's going to go up. Yes, because if Quick Claw activated, it would have done the bling item thing for the Quick Claw. So I don't think it was the Quick Claw activating. No. I'm at Ho-Oh right now. Ooh, very fun. I prefer order Mario Party Jamboree today. Where did that? It's nice. Just go for foul play on the Stunfisk. Because Latios has this tendency to go for Dragon Dance at the start. Also, Latios' attack, physical attack is higher than its physical defense. Anyway. Yeah, just go Ice Beam. Again, because I think I was like rebound the attacks into itself. That's one reason I love Thieviewel for this thing. Like, Thieviewel does so much more damage if it goes for foul play than it does if it goes for Snarl. It's freaking amazing. I will be the foulest of plays. Do not Dynamax. No, do not Dynamax. Because if you Dynamax, you lose the entire effect of foul play, and it uses your attack stat against it, not Latios' own attack stats. Yikes. That's a yikeskis. Okay, weakness policy. I mean, that's something. That does not do a whole lot of damage. I mean, that's a heckin' damage right there. That's a decent bit of damage. Please go for, like, Icy Wind. Or Trick Room. Okay, I'm actually okay with this. I'm actually okay with this. I am actually okay with that. Who knows? Like, NPC actually being smart with their Trick Room usage. Who would have thunk? Yeah. NPC was actually, like, kind of big brain there. And we just... That is the first time, I think, in... When the frick did Dynamax Adventures first come out? Like, what, 3-4 years ago? That is the first time in, like, maybe 3 to 4 years since Dynamax Adventures have ever existed, I have seen weakness policy actually be helpful. That is the first time I've ever seen that. In a minimum of 3 years. Weakness policy is the worst item in DAs. I'm so sad I ate all of my pancakes. Pancakes are delicious. But eating a lot of eating 15 pancakes is a lot of pancakes. How you doing, Kayla? How you doing? I mean, it would be great if it's a shiny. No shiny Jellicent. No shiny Stunfisk. No shiny Hoenn Lanoon. No shiny Latios. Adios. I mean, I guess Latios is going over odds as well. I guess Latios wants to go over odds as well. Who knows? Who knows? That's the fun. And don't forget to subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. Don't forget to subscribe for more. And leave a like on the stream if you haven't done so already as well. Not bad. I'm a little sleepy, but good. Nice, 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 nice. Remember, we did not have a full lobby the last time, so no need to wait for... the lobby minute and a half. I'm gonna hunt Xerneas. Sounds good. Yeah, Xerneas is gonna be not fun. Xerneas is not gonna be fun. But hopefully we'll get it at some point. Some point in the future. But yeah, we are presently on track to finish, like, hit our sub goal by the end of the year. Poison, steel, that's all. Yes. Like, the good thing is that the steel types are actually quite good, because the poison and steel resist everything Xerneas has. Xerneas only has Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, and Horn Leech as offensive options. So, if you have poison types and you have, well, if you have poison or steel, or even 2-degree fire, you're mostly safe. Hello there, Victoria. Kitely, welcome back. How are you doing? But yeah, no, it's, that's the main thing. Wheezing is also actually quite good, because neutralizing gas. Because Xerneas has a significantly lower attacking stat than most other legendaries. I believe it's 131 for its offensive stats, whereas most legendaries have like 150. So neutralizing gas, shutting down that fairy aura, will make a lot of those hits much more survivable. Where's Rev of room to beat? Yes, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. The best thing for it is, like, probably Salazzle, all things considered. Hello there, sheep. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, no, it's Salazzle. There's a lot of good things to use against Xerneas. The blade actually very good. Yeah, Deblade, very good. Thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. Many, many, many thanks. Guys, I finally got Shiny Curly yet. Nice! How long have you been hunting that? How long have that been going for? What was the other thing? Copper Raj is actually quite good for it. Skuntank actually also is very, very, very good for it. Because Acid Spray. Acid Spray is, and like, always will be, one of the best moves in all of Dynamax Adventures. It's just freaking amazing. Thank you very much, Sheep. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But, you know, there's a lot of really good, really good Pokemon in DAs that are fun to use. Because the acid spray just does some damage snowballs. What sort of BSP? I mean, there's positive things to say about both games. They're both very different, so I would say it's kind of a bit of a difficult question. I'm gonna go for the Golduck. Cramorant, at least it's got Throat Chop. At least it's got Throat Chop, so I can, you know, let you do more damage. We take the Sandaconda. I hate Sandaconda, but I don't want the NPC taking it. I do. Thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed. Hello there, Beetle Martin 19. How you doing? How you doing? It has been pretty good. Pretty good. Ugh, I can't even speak. Day's been going pretty well, Victoria. Thank you for asking. We are getting rid of that Sandaconda as soon as freaking possible. We are sticking to the left side. We are sticking to the left side. I'm going for Grand Bull next. Interesting. Man, today's been pretty good. I finished editing a project for the second channel much faster than I was anticipating. I've got how weird this thing's cry is. I've got how weird it is. Oh man, just go for Screech. UFO bug. Indeed, UFO bug. The buggo. Now the question is, do we actually switch out for this? Yes, we are switching out Sandaconda for Orbeetle. We are swapping Sandaconda out for Orbeetle. Hello there, Bento Martin 19. I said hello there. How are you doing? Hope you doing good. Hello, IDKHR. How you doing as well? Throat Chop. G-Mac Gravitas. Well, the good thing is that means that Screech will be more likely to land. Stuff that is bug and stick on the knuckle. Thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed. Many thanks. So, I'm okay with gravity being in effect, because it means that moves are much more likely to hit. Hello there, Sizzle. How you doing? Hope you're doing very well. Because it means Screech is more likely to hit. Because gravity does a couple of things. The primary effect of gravity is Pokemon with the air balloon, levitate for the ability, flying types, or Pokemon who otherwise are not grounded, as well as Pokemon that use fly or bounce, are forced to be grounded, so that it cancels out certain moves. The second part of it, and my favorite part of it, and why I love this move, it decreases evasion of all Pokemon on the field by 2 stages. Switch out the Sandaconda for this. Now, the reason I like that, the reason that is very good, is decrease in evasion is functionally an increase of accuracy, which means moves like Screech basically always hit. You like Scarlet and Violet or Sword and Shield? Scarlet Violet by a mile. I love Scarlet Violet much more than Sword and Shield. I think Sword and Shield has its own charms, but Scarlet Violet just blows it out of the water. For me, a lot of it is story. And, like, I like things about Sword and Shield's story. Like, I really like Leon as a character. He amuses me very well. But when it comes to, you know, like, the actual story itself, like, in large capacity, I don't really care much for the story of Sword and Shield all that much. It was a bit too light for me, as in, like, there wasn't enough story. They kind of half-butted it. They did so good. I don't really think they did bad with Scarlet Violet. You know, that I don't really think that there's a, I mean, the weakest part of the Scarlet Violet story, I think, is the way they handled Nemona. Because in truth, I think Nemona is probably one of the more compelling character stories. I have been in both the position of someone who is seeking a rival, you know, you finally have a rival, and you want to keep battling them. You want to keep battling them because you finally have a challenge for that. I have also been in the position of being the person sought after to be a rival of another person. So I kind of relate to it very heavily on that. And I feel they could have done a bit more to kind of flesh that story out, because it is an interesting idea for a character story. But they kind of made her almost a bit yandere, yandere-esque.
This about Violet and
Yes, I think the DLC is very worth it. The DLC for Scarlet Violet is extremely worth it, in my opinion. Well, the thing is, the glitches are not really glitches. They are performance limitations, which not quite the same thing as a glitch. You know, the game is unable, yeah, a glitch is technically a byproduct of graphics, like a graphical byproduct that is not intended. But when people say glitch, they generally mean something very different than, you know, anything, because technically speaking, everything in a game can more or less be a glitch. You know, with the actual technical definition. No switch out for this. Hello there. Very welcome, welcome. Do you shiny on this? Yes, I do, Caesar. I do. I'm sad about it. A lot of it is the performance limitations, which actually amusingly are same performance limitations that Legends Arceus had, but Legends Arceus hid them by the art style and also like really, really shrinking draw distance. Hello there, Jameson, TTM, how you doing? Little sad that they're switching out there. Little bit sad on that, but it's okay now. But yeah, no, I'm like, the frame blipping in and out, that I will say to a degree is a bit of a problem, but it's like one frame and it's gone, and for me that's, I mean, I'd rather a game where like a mountain blips out for like a frame than a game where the battles don't work, or a game where like I lose like save data. There was some really bad graphical issues. Yeah, the graphical issues were fixed. Like the graphics issues were predominantly programming limitations of the game running very inefficiently, which they have increased the game's efficiency significantly over time by getting rid of a lot of those. The other thing also is this, and this is a big thing to keep in mind. People in the Pokemon community are chomping at the bit to absolutely tear down Pokemon games, even before they're out. So, I remember there was one glitch or bug that I saw, which was like someone terastallizing a Fluttermane, and then like the Fluttermane got like sucked into the ground and like things like that. And it was just one instance of it, and no one else saw anything of it anywhere. So people are going out of their way to break the game, as well as, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if people were kind of making stuff up for clickbait, because we kind of went over this a bit yesterday with regards to Godzilla-related things. Outrage galvanizes attention far more than positivity. So, you know, you put a thing out like, new glitch in Scarlet Violet, Pokemon swallowed up by the ground. Like, that's going to get people to start clicking on it, which is going to drive more traffic to your channel, which is going to increase your channel, give you more clout. It's kind of an unfortunate reality of things that, again, rage bait and outrage gets people's attention far better than, you know, positivity. Also, Alpha Sapphire is GameStop is broken, so I learned it. That's good. You guys learned that. I've heard of Battle Cats. I don't know what it actually is. Basically, you got a decent rival, Arvin, who is just... Arvin just needs a hug. Somebody just give Arvin a freaking hug. They got Ed Effinger. I didn't really care much for the Ed Sheeran song. It really isn't my kind of music. But, again, everyone each their own. Yeah, it's one if I was doing Scarlet Violet, Legend Arceus, Sword Shield. For me, it would be 1 is Scarlet Violet, 2 is BDSP, 3 is Legends Arceus. The reason Legends Arceus goes at 3 is I love battling. And Legends Arceus just did not deliver battles, because I bond with my team in Pokemon through battling. And if I can't really battle things, I can't really bond with them. Especially like in a game where there's a lot of really cool Hisuian Pokemon, and you just don't really get to do anything with them. Hello, Orange Kiryu, how you doing? You know, just it's kind of one of those things where I like the ideas of Legends Arceus. I just think the execution was a little fumbled. Legends Arceus instead of Sword or Shield, I feel like it was. Yeah. That's an game. Yeah, that's the thing. Legends Arceus also has a very finite lifespan. It's kind of a one and done game. You're not really gonna ever replay. Like, it's nice to look at to a degree. Again, I think the art style is. Now, again, this is just the way that I see things. That when I see Legends Arceus, I see a game that was built in a way to have the art style disguise the limitations of the game. They actually did the same thing with Skyward Sword back when Skyward Sword was a thing for Legend of Zelda, where it works, but it's also one of those things where when you know they're using art style and like background things to hide limitations, it kind of makes those limitations pop out a lot more. No, it's all good, Orange. There's no need to worry. There is no such thing as being late or being early. You arrive precisely when you mean to. Yikes, someone hacked your account. How the fuck they hack you? That's terrifying. Yeah, it's button mashing fast. It's a lot. What was I gonna say? What was I saying? Was I saying about something? Limitations, yes. The way that I kind of see, like, the limitations being disguised by things like, certain art styles is, are you familiar with, the Justice League movie? The one that, Zack Snyder made that, had to get reshot, and then Joss Whedon made, where they use CGI to hide Henry Cavill's mustache? It's like that. Where, when you see the pictures and the footage of CGI mustached Henry Cavill, you can't unsee it. And it sticks out and it is obvious. And it, like, just sucks you out of things. And that's kind of the way that, like, Legends Arceus with some of its graphics are, where I see what they are trying to hide with it. It's impressive the way that they hit it, like, again, technically speaking. I like that. But it's very clear. Okay, I can actually go into that tag. There's actually a reason they had to CGI with the mustache. I just realized BDSP is a good school. Yes, the calculator is literally in the game for Fantina's gym. That is literally all it's there for. But yes, they had to CGI out Henry Cavill's mustache because at the time they were filming Justice League, he was also filming for, I forget which Mission Impossible it was, but in the Mission Impossible movie, his character had a mustache. And, like, this is literally textbook pettiness of how petty Hollywood is. The company that made, I think it was Paramount, the company that made Mission Impossible. I can go into more detail after this. No shiny, no shiny, no shiny, no shiny. The reason why they did it is I think it's Paramount. It was Paramount versus Warner Brothers, and Paramount put in like the contract agreement for reshoots, because they needed to bring back reshoots, was that he was not allowed to shave off his mustache for filming. Basically, it was just a way of just exerting soft pressure onto Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers was so desperate to do things. It basically was just to see what kind of hoops is Warner Brothers going to jump through for scheduling reshoots of Justice League. It was basically just that, where again Paramount was just basically getting Warner Brothers to jump through hoops, just kind of for their own amusement. Because the funniest thing is this: it is easier to CGI a mustache onto someone's face than it is to CGI a mustache off someone's face. But again, they came down to movie budgets and things, so yeah, it's so funny and just kind of like classic Hollywood pettiness, but it's so freaking funny. I didn't use the calculator, I just did that. Yeah, the math is extremely easy, and thank you very much, whoever just subscribed there. Many, many thanks. Man, it's kind of hilarious, the Henry Cavill mustache thing. I freaking love it. Yeah, topical, speaking of Henry Cavill, thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed. I named my Badoo Budlet. Nice. Funny thing about Henry Cavill. Legendary, actually, is actually the one that also was working. It's a joint thing of that. Yeah, Warner Brothers Legendary, that, yeah, the thing. So, Henry Cavill was actually one of the people in the running to play the main character of... Oh, that is that? I gotta go grab the thing. Where the freak is the DVD? Where the freak is the DVD? It's right here, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's laptops. That's flops. It's a Grim. There it is. There it is. Henry Cavill was in the running to play the main human character of Godzilla, 2014. You have absolutely no idea how just freaking obliterated I was inside when I learned that he was in the running for that, and they had Aaron Taylor Doorface play the main character. No, the main human character of the movie. Aaron Taylor Johnson's character's name is Ford Brody. Henry Cavill was going to be playing the role of Ford Brody, which I think that was the one he was going to possibly bringing, which I'm so sad. Because, like, if you look at, like, just the way Henry Cavill is on set of things like Man of Steel, Justice League, and, like, any of the other shows that he worked on, like The Witcher, the Warhammer 40k thing, he's a geek. He loves it. He brings a joy and a passion to when he is in, like, movies and TV shows. An enthusiasm, just a love for just nerding out over things. And when a person making a movie has that, it actually comes across very, very strongly in the final product. Like, a great moment of this is actually in Godzilla 2014, is Ken Watanabe, his character. Yes, Bryan Cranston was, and again, that's actually a perfect example right there. Is Ken Watanabe's character? Ken Watanabe is Japanese. His character in the movie is Japanese, Dr. Serizawa, and he insisted the first time Godzilla's name is said in the movie, it uses the Japanese pronunciation Gojira, and man delivers that line just pinpoint precision, absolutely amazing. Bryan Cranston, again, another fantastic example. Bryan Cranston is a huge fan of Godzilla. And, when you see Bryan Cranston in the movie, his scenes are some of the best in the entire movie. Because he brings an enthusiasm and a joy for acting, in that you just don't get from Aaron Taylor Johnson, who actually admitted he phoned in his acting throughout the entire movie. Yes, this is Latios, Wildpaw Gaming. This is Latios. Go for the Chirim. I don't like Warhammer. Yeah, it's more like to illustrate that he's very passionate about the stuff he makes. Go for the Machoke. You know, he's very passionate about, like, the series. Like, when he is making them, he's very passionate about it. And he brings an enthusiasm. Go for the Sigalef. And I would have loved seeing that in, you know, a Godzilla movie. Like, the biggest issue of Godzilla 2014 really is Aaron Taylor Johnson's acting, because, again, he acts like a doorknob. It's just bland. That's why I call him Aaron Taylor Doorface or Aaron Taylor Doorknob, because he has the acting range of a doorknob. Let's see, we are going to go... Who do we go for here? Let's go Crocodile, actually. Let's go for the Crocodile. That's fine. Yeah, okay, Katarine. Okay. We're gonna go for the Crocodile. Headcanon, Walter White is actually the Godzilla movie. The scales, Godzilla. Well, Godzilla's scales aren't blue. It's only Godzilla's dorsal spines which glow blue when he's using the atomic ray. Which, fun fact, we have a video on the secondary channel. Let me go drop that. Going over Godzilla's atomic ray, which is officially known as the radiation heat beam, or radiation heat ray. And Godzilla's radiation heat ray is actually based on a real thing. So, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that's an actual thing. Love it. Yeah, as much as I do like Pink Godzilla in Godzilla Kong: The New Empire, I am hoping in the next Godzilla movie they bring... Well, yeah, we can still go for a Crocodile. The two first up options were... I forget what the first option, Swampert and Hatterene. After that, there's the Crocodile we could go for. It's got that. No, you set up Sun. Set up Sun. Go for Sunny Day. Yeah. Like, I like the look of the pink. Like, I think it looks, you know, good enough. However, I would ideally like to see Godzilla go back to his the classic blue, because again, like, the blue is actually based on a real thing. It's called Cherenkov radiation, which again we go over that in the Godzilla Atomic Ray video, the Godzilla Atomic Ray Explained video, where it is actually based on a real thing. And just the blue also just, it's iconic. It, you know, blue is like a very, like, weirdly heroic color. Like, you look at a lot of heroes. I mean, well, this actually is kind of another, actually separate from, like, a color theory thing, where heroes generally for their color scheme have primary colors. So, like, you know, red, yellow, and blue. Like, you know, Superman, Mario, Optimus Prime. You know, blue. You know, they call it, you know, red, blue, and, you know, something like that. And villains generally have secondary colors, like purple, orange, and green is generally, not always, but generally. It's kind of an interesting thing. And then you can go for Solar Beam. Wolfglix, Wheezing, Toad, Skrull combo is interesting. I have not been watching regionals, or VGC, Mark. I haven't really been following VGC. Largely because of the changes that they made in, with regards to the system of how you actually qualify for regionals. But it's an interesting thing, because Toad Skrull is a very fast Spore user. Theoretically, it is very, very clever. You know, it's a very, very clever theoretical idea. Thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed. Because then you just switch out when... Godzilla... let's go. 3 shiny fairy mom. 1 sandwich. Nice. But yeah, no, there's, it's an interesting idea. I like that thought. And again, that's one of the reasons I do love VGC a lot more than I like singles, is you get shenanigans like that in VGC, which you just can't do in single battles. Because again, fast Spore user is not something you see. You know, again, I think it has, pretty sure like 100 base speed, I think. Which is actually funny, because in one of my draft leagues, I picked up a Spore user, but I picked up a Mungus. So this is a fun and terrifying thing about the draft league I'm in, the NBBL. Raxos, my final week opponent for the standard season of the NBBL, originally on his team, what it was Urshifu Single Strike, Gouging Fire, Landotherian, Galar Slowbro, Glowbro, no switch. Actually, no, switch out Cycle F. Switch out Cycle F. Glowbro, Zapdos. I forget what else, but it was those things. Gouging Fire and Urshifu Single Strike, you know, terrifying stuff of things. Vaporeon was another thing he had on his team. We're going to be going for the Crocodile. So all that was scary. And then last night, because last night was the last day for trades, for switch outs for the season, what he did was one of the other people, one of the other people in the league, dropped Urshifu Rapid Strike for something else. And Raxos was doing a little bit of trolling. He dropped Gouging Fire to pick up Urshifu Rapid Strike. So now he has Urshifu Single and Urshifu Rapid Strike. Now in Team Preview, it only shows Urshifu Single Strike. It default shows that. Thankfully, he can't bring both Urshifus to a single battle, so he can only bring one or the other. Again, go for Sunny Day, and then yeah, go for Sunny Day. I'm not gonna go for that. So what he did was he did that. He did a little bit of tomfoolery, a little bit of screw around to find out. So now he has both Urshifus, and I don't know whether I should be relieved or terrified that I don't need to face Gouging Fire. But in its place, I now need to make the decision of course it does that, Just go back for Sunny Day setup again. Just go back to Sunny Day setup. So now it's like, okay, well, I have to decide which Urshifu is he going to pick. Yeah, that's the thing is figuring out which one is he going to be bringing. And now, I have a feeling I know which one he's going to be bringing against me, but like, yeah, it's Urshifu Rapid. But again, I don't know whether, the question really is, because he picked up Urshifu Rapid Strike for dropping Gouging Fire. I don't know which one I'm more worried about facing. The Gouging Fire, which I no longer need to face, or the Urshifu Rapid Strike. Like, am I relieved or am I worried? What is the first gym of BDSP? First gym of BDSP is Roar, the Rock type gem. But yeah, no, it's an interesting development. It is a very interesting development, and it's one that I need to plan and anticipate plans for now, because that's a little bit of scarifying. But yeah, I'm. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be really, really something to see what happens when I get to fighting Raxos week 8. But I mean, the good thing is that I with Gouging Fire out of the equation, that makes my predictions for what Raxos is going to be bringing much easier. But also, it is broken indeed. It is broken. But also, what it did is I quickly realized I have nothing for water types on my team, because for, my draft, I'm running a very, very, very aggressive sand core. I'm running a very, very aggressive sand core. And sand cores don't really do well against water types. Switch out the Chirim for this. So, what I did was I dropped my Cryogonal, and I dropped my Lurantis, which gave me just enough points. We're gonna go for the Altaria, which gave me just enough points to pick up Amoonguss and Leafeon. Now, Amoonguss is the bigger pickup of there, because it works well against both Urshifus, and it's Amoonguss. I don't like Fairy type for the reason people lose notifiers. Well, the thing is, Fairy type is broken. The reason it is broken is that it was designed to deal with something that was strong because of stats rather than pure typing. It is only weak to 2 typings, which are not direct damage dealers. There are some direct damage dealer steel types, but steel types are built almost predominantly. Again, there's a Pokemon for basically every function. However, the question is that function good? There's a few direct damage steel types. Dialga, non-legendary wise, you got Scizor, you have Lucario, you've got Archaladon, even Archaladon's got a little defensive as well. There's not many of them. As well as poison types. Poison types are, again, not really there for direct damage. They're there for stalling. They're there for toxic poison, status infliction, and things like that. Not really known for direct damage. Their stat lines in general are not equipped for this. It's also very telling that the vast majority of poison types, even when they are good, it is not because they are a poison type that they are good. Sneasler is exception for that. Sneasler's got the edge case. We'll get into that later. Generally, being a poison type is like a tertiary to quarterly to even quintiary reason they're good. It's generally due to they have an ability that is amazing. They have a move pool that is amazing, like a Gengar, great reason. Fast, high special attack, ghost type, formerly had Levitate, gets Nasty Plot. Like, that right there is amazing. That right there does wonders. That's gonna flatline me. And it being a poison type was kind of never really a factor. Toxicroak. Fake Out user, Sucker Punch user, Dry Skin, so it was immune to water type moves, really good on rain teams, really good at counter water types. Really good for that reason. Poison type kind of wasn't really a factor. Venusaur, Sunsweeper, Chlorophyll, got things like Earth Power. Not really good because it was a poison type. Amoonguss. Amoonguss is kind of a weird one because it isn't good because it's a poison type, because Grass Poison on its own is actually very bad typing. It was more Amoonguss is very good because of Spore Access, Regenerator, bulky, just annoying in general to deal with. Then we get to Sneasler. Sneasler was like the first, from the ground up, purpose-built, amazing poison type by being a poison type. It is very fast, very offense-oriented. Glass Cannon, Unburden. It was designed from the ground up to be a poison offense user, which is very stark contrast to a lot of the other things. What is good against rock is ground, steel, fighting, water, and grass. No, not Fly Guy. But I am fighting Sly this week. Yeah, that's, again, Sneasler is like the exception. Sneasler is like the large exception of that. And that's kind of the thing. Again, steel, there's more offense-built steel types than offense-built poison types. But even then, the offense-built poison types are not really better. Machoke go for coaching. Yes, you can get Monferno before you fight Rourke. Actually, that is, I believe, the entire reason why Monferno evolved at such a low level. Is they learned from Gen 3 and Gen 1, where you have a rock type as your first gym leader, and they don't have anything for the rock type, which is why Monferno evolved so early, relatively speaking. Not even yeah, I mean, Chimchar is like point blank the best starter in the entire Sinnoh games. You know, it is point blank the best. Yeah, you don't which I mean again, it goes into the way things are. But I'm a very big believer in if you have to over level to beat a gym leader, then your team is not really well done for it yet. Well, not exactly Xylock. It's less the only good fire type in Generation 4, and more to do with back in Diamond and Pearl. It was the only available fire type in base Diamond and Pearl, other than Ponyta. With Platinum and BDSP, there's a lot more fire types available. Like you can get Magmortar, you can get Houndoom, as mentioned, which are all quite good. I can't list them all off the top of my head because I just don't know all of them right now. But you have a lot more fire type availability in Generation 4 BDSP and Platinum than you do back in Diamond and Pearl. With Diamond and Pearl, it's literally Infernape or Rapidash. Just those two. Which is one of the reasons I actually do defend BDSP, because BDSP did add a lot of QOL updates and fixed a lot of the problems of Diamond and Pearl. Because Diamond and Pearl were deeply flawed games. They have a lot of issues that were often overlooked, namely the availability of Pokemon, which again Platinum fixed, but Platinum also didn't really fix them fully. But yes, you guys can join in the next raid. You can join in the next one, Agent Snum. Understandable, someone have a very nice day. Hope to see you next time. No Shiny Hat Lady, even though we already got one of you yesterday. It was a very nice appearance of you to pop in yesterday, Shiny Hat Lady. No Shiny Crocodile. No Shiny Cloud. No Shiny Latios. We are 3 away from odds. We are 3 away. Okay, Temper. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I mean, hey, as I mentioned earlier, we've had a lot of encounters for Dynamax Adventures that are under odds. We are a bit overdue over odds. Yeah, Magmortar is. Well, I mean, favorite Godzilla minus 4. Actually, the original Godzilla is actually not my favorite Godzilla movie. But I do have actually a very hard time picking a favorite Godzilla movie because I like a lot of the different Godzilla movies for a lot of different reasons. You know, it's not really as somewhat cut and dry as original is favorite. In fact, I'm actually a big believer in originals are not on principle the best. Tag actually knows that very, very well. We've had many discussions about this with regards to Pokemon. Look, the original is very, very good at what it does, but there's a number of Godzilla movies that I actually do like a lot more for other reasons. That's probably going to be a video on the secondary channel, Harith. It's probably going to be a separate video. Like, I love Final Wars for a lot of reasons. I love versus Mechagodzilla 2 for a lot of reasons. I love Godzilla vs. Destroya for a lot of reasons. I love -1 for a lot of reasons. I love 2014 for a couple of reasons. Like, as many issues as I have with King of the Monsters 2019, I do like it for a number of reasons. Again, I like a lot of the different ones for a lot of different reasons. I mean, this is kind of me with a lot of different things, not just Godzilla, not just Pokemon. I don't really view singular best, because I see things as this is the best at a particular aspect. Like, great example. You know, I really like King of the Monsters 2019 because I love the interactions between a lot of the monsters you get in that movie. It really does a lot with the personalities of the monsters. Now, a story and its plot is absolutely freaking nonsensical, and I have a laundry list of issues with it, but I like it for that reason. The original, amazing with horror, amazing with terror. It's just, there is an atmosphere that movie builds that is, I mean, I wouldn't even say -1 touches. You know, -1, great movie. Good at a lot of things. Godzilla vs. Destroyer, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, great for a number of reasons. There is no, like, singular best for me. It's, like, best at a particular aspect, I guess is kind of the way of it. I mean, you could call me a fence sitter for that, but it's like, that's kind of the way I view things. It's been pretty well, Storm. Pretty good. How bad could the audio? Use a Pokemon, 4 different things. I mean, story team, coordination, battle frontier, link battles. Nice. I think New Empire is the best at monsters so far. Yeah, New Empire does a lot with monster personalities. Like, it's a lot like King of the Monsters in that way, where the story and the humans suck, but the monsters, they do extremely well with them. Pangor, I'll take that. Right on. You know, again, there's good and bad. I'll go for the Orbeetle. Hey, thank you very much, Storm. Want to try and make it a bit better? Thank you very much, Storm, for that. Thank you very, very much. We do always appreciate donuts. Nuts. Hey, very based, Victoria. Very based. I'll go for Lamp End. Very based, Victoria. Very big numbers. Also, let me go heart that. Many, many thanks, Storms. And if you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream. Also, check out our secondary channel, Max Allo. What we're going to do is we are going to go... we're going to go to the right. We're going to go... Quagsire. Okay, that's what that is. Quagsire. We're going to go Quagsire, Scolipede, and then we're going to go Thiebuel. We are not going to go fight Tangela, because that's going to be a frickin' heckin' problem. Hello there, X0LOX and J-Rex. Welcome, welcome. Can I just call you J-Rex? Welcome, welcome. Oh, an hour and a half in already. Interesting. Nice. I'm going to get some more water in a bit. Let's hydrate. We'll outlive one's enemies. Hammer arm. That Thiebuel is going to be really good. Yeah, especially if we see part of the grass. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like Victoria knows 5 different martial arts styles. Needs protein breakfast and something like that. I mean, concern, based. Good thing. Good thing. Oh yeah, also Neo, did you figure out the character yet? Did you figure the character out yet? Thank you very much, J-Rex. I very much appreciate that. Go to run. Focus miss! Right on avoided it, nice. I'm glad it didn't go for Skull. That would have flatlined it. Hammer arm. I'm so glad I can literally just spam hammer arm on this thing. I did not. I watched More Than a Monster, and then my dad put on I'm still just beyond proud of the More Than a Monster video. I am extremely proud of that. I mean, I was a little sad when the starter prediction video did as well as it did, because originally the More Than a Monster video was my best Doom video of both this channel and the other one. But I mean, I still think the Godzilla one's better because more attention. I was raised, what the hell was that? You know what? Very based. Very, very based. Hammer arm crush. I'm gonna get some more water as well. We will hydrate. We will hydrate one out with enemies. We are not gonna be taking the Quagsire. We won't be taking it with us, but it actually is This was a lot less painful than I expected. This was a far less painful fight than I was expecting. Provided I don't miss Hammer Arm. Wow, like, that shows how much this thing's special attack was lowered. That is a -3, but still in the range and super effective, and Lampent is not bulky. Like, Lampent is not a very bulky Pokemon, by, like, any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Occasionally the NPC, the AI boss do stupid, thankfully. We do not take the Quaglord. Lord Quagging as well. Yeah, I think I definitely like Outspeed. Just use Burning Jealousy. Don't use Inferno unless Lampent can Dynamax, in which case then Dynamax and go for your strongest fire move. If not, no need to worry. We're gonna go for this one. I just love battling. It's like just Pokemon. Yeah. That's the reason I'm hoping Gen 10 has no super mechanics, Victoria. Is I would like it to go back to Gen 5 style battling. Now, I mean, again, obviously there's a few things about Generation 5 that I'm glad got changed. Like, namely the weather being infinite turns with the weather setting abilities. I like that it was changed to 5 turns. No, just purely for more damage. It's not for saving Burning Jealousy, because we're switching out the Lampent for Thievuel. We're switching a Lamp out for Thievuel. It's just purely for more damage. Yeah, just Dynamax then. Dynamax then. Yeah, because the issue is like Lampent. Because I can't really do much damage to this thing. I want just more damage being dealt. So I'm gonna be using coaching, so that way Rhydon does more damage with Smackdown. Which says can use it on the Centipede. I love Scolipede. Well, I mean, I love its design. I've used it in a playthrough of Black and White. Not the best for a Let's Play team, but I like it. I love those rotation battles. Rotation battles were pretty cool. Ow. Painful. That was painful. Coaching. Yes, Scolipede's fast. Scolipede is pretty new. Scolipede does a little bit of new. Thankfully. You know what? Actually. We can swap out Rhydon for Scolipede now that I'm thinking about it. And then we swap out Lampent for the Thievuel. The amount of BP I get in the battle station is staggering. Based. But yeah, I love the battle stuff and things. Those are fun. I'm wondering if they're gonna formally bring them out of retirement. We have an AI now. Oh, someone DC'd. Oh no. That's not good. Alright, then we're gonna need to retool things. We're gonna need to retool plans. In that case, then, okay, we flip our plan. If the AI doesn't take this, then we figure things out. We figure out things. Victoria might be about that. Nice. Yeah, Battle Hour is always fun. I really like that. Hope so. Okay, okay, bird switch got ended. Alright. Well, the good thing is, at the very least, that the two people I was gonna have switch out still have the things. So Neo, Agent Snom, I want you to switch out for this. Okay. In that case, because I mean we're switching out both things anyway, so the NPC is gonna be forced to keep the thing. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for the Thievual. So do I? Yeah. Can I do it? Yeah, I was gonna have you take this code anyway. So here's the plan. I am gonna Dynamax against this thing. We're gonna Dynamax Scolipede turn 1 against Latios. And we just see how that goes. So we're gonna switch out the thing here. Thievual will just spam foul play against Latios. Survive again. I mean, Lamb should be able to do okay enough. Lamb should be able to do okay. I lose a very significant amount of power with Hammer Arm here. However, I'm willing to sacrifice that because what it lets me do is deal more damage to you guys. Also, I'll be back in a second. I have to get some more water.
It is important to hydrate if only to outlive one's enemies. I'll leave you in the exceptionally capable hands of the true brain behind the operation of the Allosaurus.
Sorry that took so long. Apologies for the delay. You know, knowing my luck, that this would have been a shiny Thievual. You absolutely know, knowing my luck, this was going to have been the case. No switch outs here. I mean, if the NPC takes it, that's fine. Of course the NPC takes it. Watch be a little Marowak or something good. Okay, Togedemaru. I mean, that's not bad. Little bit of a thing sidetracked me. Little bit of a thing sidetracked me while I was doing stuff. Thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. Many thanks. Alright, let's go. Okay. Yeah, Dynamax is Scolipede, and we are good to go. Hello. I still need one. I still need the shiny fox. I am sick. Now that's not good. So Dynamax is good. Dynamax bug move. Bug move is your most powerful move. Yes, foul play. Remember, Latios has a significant. Go for poke. Yeah, the main reason for the foul play is Latios has a much higher special defense than physical. On top of foul play uses the target's attack stat against them, and you have a much lower special attack stat as well as a special defense than Latios has a physical defense compared to his physical attack stat. Get magic over here. Ow. Bring it back. Max letter by. Honestly, pretty decent damage, all things considered. So fairly decent damage. Very good damage, you could say. That is also part of the reason I wanted it to Dynamax. Thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed as well. Because you should be able to survive a Dynamax Psychic Knight move. Yeah, look at that damage. That's amazing damage. That's amazing damage. But yeah, that's about the same amount of damage I do when I'm a dedicated physical attacker. Like, that's really freaking good damage. That is very good. Very good. It's good. Max level. We should be able to, yeah, just knock it down. Very nice. I mean, NPCs, you're starting to redeem yourself for the NPC stupidity prior, which is delightful. Let's go for this. 98. We are 2 encounters away. Yeah, it's very quick. Again, the well-oiled machine that is Dynamax Adventuring against Latios. If you've got physical attackers, Latios is much more easily handleable, especially if you got a foul play user. You know, it's very manageable. Because most of the non-box art legends, so most of the non-restricted legendaries, they're very easy. You can 2-3 turn them, like, well, 2 turn them actually fairly easily, because they don't have very high defensive stats. You know, again, Latios, 80 physical defense, I think like 100 or 110 special defense, not the highest in the world. So they take a very significant amount of damage. Again, but you stack it up against something like, you know, like at lowest, its defensive stats are 90 to like 110. You stack that up against like Dialga, which is 100 to 120, and a lot more HP. Yes, Amazon. Rauda is Italian. Rauda is very Italian. I love foul play. I love the move. Foul play is an amazing move in Dynamax Adventures. It's so good. Especially when you have Thievial using it, because Thievial gets foul stab, which is an additional 50% power on it. It's a 95 base power move that rebounds the generally much higher offensive stats of the legendaries into themselves. It's freaking amazing. Like, foul play into, like, Solgaleo is great. Foul play into... I mean, that Giratina not great, yeah. Like, Quag... Nice! Lord Quaggingsworth. Oh, no, what did you send me? Send me, Amazon. Oh, I've seen this before. I've seen this. You break the pasta. No, but I'm going to break something else. Rauda is very, very Italian. It's why we love her. Probably gonna do Ho-Oh now. She has never made pizza, though. Correct. But she's very Italian. I mean, you'll still be able to get in. Oh, wait, you're still the thing. Right. You can join in, Snom. You can join in. You can join in. But yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. We've got options for things. She is Italian. Yes, she is. She is very Italian. She's great. Yeah. All but Gigi of Hollow Justice are European. Elizabeth is... well, Liz is British. Gigi's German. And... no, Raura's Italian. And Gigi's... and Cece. Cece's German. Raura's Italian. And Gigi's absolutely 100% American. She's pure American. Greedent. Yeah, Liz, Gorgeist, yeah, Liz is British. She's very British. Have you not been able to tell Liz is British? Poliwrath. Also, make sure you guys are live on the stream. Make sure that little gray live thing has a red dot next to it, not a gray dot. I don't think that's really interesting. Alright. Right, let's go again for... we're gonna go for the Thievual. We're gonna go for the Thievual. We're gonna go Relicanth Thievual. So short of the twins playing Tanias. Ah, yes, Fuamoko. Ah, poor Mogo-John. Poor Mogo-John. Poor Mogo-John. I also do need a shiny Relicanth, so I would not mind that. I would not mind a shiny Relicanth. Both funny. Both of them are very funny. Both of them are funny. I mean, I think my favorite of Advent is probably Bibu. Like, I feel like Bibu is my favorite of Advent. I mean, a part of that, I think, definitely does stem from the fact that I've been watching a lot more of Bibu, especially because she's been playing Black Ops 1. I freaking love that game. I mean, also, she's PG. She keeps it very PG. I'm very impressed at her ability to self-censor. I am very impressed. Also, there was one time where she just absolutely went full rage mode on someone for insulting rice, which is freaking based. Also, Flamoko declining it. I guess Abyss Guard. Falling off the platform and telling her, no, that button, not that button. Yes, I push that button. Yes, one of the chats said like rice is mid or rice is meh. And Bibu just went like absolute attack mode. It was great. Just go for Psychic Fangs on the just go for Psychic Fangs on Greedent. I mean they're smooth brain, that's why. They're smooth brain. Man, it was hilarious just watching that. But by Victoria, have a nice. I thought it would have done a lot more. Well, remember, Gyro Ball does damage based on speed differential. Both Greedent and Relicanth are very slow Pokemon. So it's a very, I mean, also again, Relicanth is very physically bent. Playing Hollow Cure and got the fattest achievement. Alright. The flattest achievement, nice. The cutting board. Poor flat ones. Yeah, It's unfortunate that, Gyarados does for all nothing. It's such a bad thing. If you want, you could Dynamax the Poliwrath, because we kind of need more damage. We are doing frick off nothing. Yeah, Dynamax to speed this up. If you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream, by the way. I don't know who we're going to go raid after this, though. That'll be fun. I have a stoning schedule, my man. Our guy. Rice is delicious. I mean, rice is just perfection. Rice is just freaking amazing. I mean, rice. Rice is something you can have with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and also make desserts with it. Rice is absolutely freaking perfect. It is a universal thing. It's amazing. It is freaking amazing. It is also absolutely hecking delicious. We do not take the Relicanth. We does not take the Relicanth. I do need a shiny encounter of it though. I would acquire a shiny. But yeah, no, what do we do? What do? Chicken with rice. Yeah, no, I've got plans for Sly Guy. No, it's not my. I said don't switch the Relicanth. We found out something interesting about Hollow. I'd rather not know because I want to experience Hollow. 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 Okay, Hollow. Yeah, about Hollow Live just as a whole. Send that. Not. Okay, I thought it was about Hollow Cure, not Hollow Live. But yeah, if it's about Hollow Live, just mention that. Alright. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for the Thieviol next. I mean, I've got plans for Sly Guy. I've got plans for Sly Man of Boomer Guy. And the other thing is I've got plans for Nova's League as well. But with Nova's League, I've got, like, smooth brain plays. Put in with rice. I'm using a Pro Controller or on the back. Ah. Well, on the in Sword and Shield, anyways, the shoulder buttons are also A. Like the shoulder buttons on a regular controller also work as A and B. The trigger buttons work as A. Shoulder buttons work as B. In Sword and Shield, I wish they would have brought that into Scarlet Violet. Gummy worm. There have been a total of 3 VTubers who graduated from Hollow Live compared to other. Well, I mean, that's because Hollow Live actually treats their VTubers well. Because Hollow Live is actually based. Yeah. See, the issue with that is when they add more control, like they add more actions you can do, they need to use the buttons, which it's simplicity. I'm really hoping Gen 10 they go back to this control scheme for Gen 10. Yes. The whole Coco situation was that thankfully she went over to VShojo, because VShojo is also based. VShojo is itself also very based. Liquidation, please defense drop, please defense drop. No. Yeah, it took a little bit of an explanation with the also make an Elden Ring Pokemon called. I have no idea. Like, I don't even know what Elden Ring is. I know it's a game, But I don't even know what kind of game it is, like what you do in the game. I don't know what these things. What is it? Please elaborate. Yes, interesting. We're going nuts for that. Yikes! Thankfully it was survived. We are going to switch out Relicanth for Thievuel. It's a difficult battle game. I mean, Kirby is also a difficult boss battle game. That doesn't elaborate. That's kind of a lot of games. What you have just described is basically a video game. Ew, PLA is bad. Why would you compare anything to PLA? Ew. PLA is nasty. Switch out the Relicanth. So it's food fight bosses then? That's what Elden Ring is? Switch out the Greedent for the NPC lady. Switch Greedent out here. And thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. Many, many, many thanks. Please give us something good. 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 Please give us, like, a little Marowak, please. Please. I'm missing a lot of Hisuian variants, and no one wants to trade group anymore. If you need stuff for you know what? I can take that. I can accept Lycanroc. Thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed. I can accept Lycanroc. We're gonna go for the gears. You know, I can help you get those temper if you need them. I also have Pokemon Lemon Arcanine. I'm gonna have that. Okay, this is not bad. This is looking good for our heroes. I just need to know what ones you need. Yeah, I'm surprised as well. You would also remember Temper. Once you get one of them, you can just breed, as long as you have an Everstone equipped to it, to just get as many of them as you need. So that is a good thing. So like you can get a Hisuian Sneasel or a Sneasler, slap an Everstone onto that thing, and then just breed that to get more. More Hisuian Sneasel to evolve into Sneasler. Because Hisuian Sneasel evolves into Sneasler, I believe, with just the Razor Claw just during the day, whereas Weavile is at night. Maximum Steel Spike, who's targeting that? Okay, that shouldn't that doesn't have to happen, nothing. Well, okay, that takes me down. That flatlines me. Sadness. Hello, British Snorlax. How do you do? The most British of the Snorlax. How does you do today? How does you today? We're gonna Dynamax the Lycanroc against the Clink Clang because I would rather the Gourgeist Dynamax against the Latios. Snarl. I just DM that.
Good. The PFPS Snorlax.
I love the Snorlax Z move. Like, the funny thing is, Z moves were the most tame of all the super mechanics. I mean, I'm still glad they're gone, because again, super mechanics on principle are inherently very toxic. You know, super mechanics on principle are inherently dangerous and inherently something that should not be in play. But at the very least, they're at least a little bit more tame and tolerable. So against the Latios, Lycanroc, I'd like to just go spam Howl to keep jacking our stats up. Havalug is a thing. Havalug is a thing. I can get kill again. I like Terra because all Pokemon can use CPS. Well, no, everything can use Terra. Everything can use Stellar Terra. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, for me, it's balance-wise. Like, it's balance-wise. That it's, you know, Z-move. Also, everything was capable of using Z-moves as well. Same of Dynamax as well. So you need Hilligant, Aviary, and Havalug. Alright. I should be able to get you those. Getting all Mega Evolution Mega Game Rex. We're shiny hunting all Pokemon as a whole. We're not swapping out. We are shiny hunting all Pokemon as a whole. You go for Shadow Sneak, Neo. When the Dynamax rolls around to you, you Dynamax, Neo. I'll be happy to help. But yeah, I should be able to get you a Aviary, Havalug, and Hilligant. I should be able to get you some of those. Please give us something good. Please give us something good. Life Orb, please. All these suck. I mean, Muscle Band's least bad. No, Mega Rayquaza cannot use a Z-move. So, that's actually something I've mentioned a couple times. But a Rayquaza, if it knows Dragon Ascent, is not capable of using a Z-move. Because the Z-move button and the Mega Evolution button take the same exact spot. And if you Mega Evolve the Rayquaza, it just will not have the prompt for Z-move popping up. You also cannot use a Ditto, transform Ditto into a Mega Evolution Pokemon or a Primal Reversion, and have it use a Z-move. It would just simply not have the prompt move thing to use. So there's actually a number of like countermeasures for that specific happening, which is a good system. I also really like that. I have to do temporary notes. I forgot about Shiny Living. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. We don't really have Shiny Living decks in our like title for everything. But yes. Yes, we Dynamax the Gourgeist at first chance. We're doing our battle. I'm off Thursday, more available that day, otherwise I'm available between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. No. Well, the funny thing is, Mega Rayquaza is actually still pretty bad. Like, people kind of go crazy about Mega Rayquaza, but it was specifically because Mega Rayquaza could hold an item for variable usage, like Life Orb, Leftovers, or just like something else. A Z-move wouldn't really help it, because its attacking stats are already so astronomical as is. A Z-move would be just excessive. Because Mega Rayquaza already kind of over-game ends things, or it, like, just two-shots them to the point where a Z-move would just, it wouldn't really do anything more. The extra damage it would deal is irrelevant, essentially. And thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. Many, many thanks. Ooh, good survive. Yeah. Next turn, go for a Celorock if it's still alive. I have no idea what that means, Joe Waters. I have no idea what that means. Not a clue what that means. Well, I'll play knocks it out anyway. I'm fine with that. Lovely. 99 total Latios DAs. 1.9. Let's check if we can find it. Yeah, no need Dynamax. No need Dynamax. Alright. Next time, it's time to see if we get full available anytime before 6 p.m. 60. Maskin, don't look like you do any actual work. This is not my office. This is just my room. Also, my room is actually not kept cool. My room heats up a lot. I'm just tolerant to the heat. Spend so long cooking in an oven, you don't ever feel the heat. No Thievual, no Relicanth, no Clang, no Latios. I'm love this. It's like 80 degrees here and I'm wearing a jacket. The heat does not bother me. I don't know if I take anything new. I don't know if I take anything. Thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed. Are we doing more reviews? We're going to be doing more raids. Remember, we go live for 3 hours. We have been live for 2 hours and 11 minutes. So we still going live. We're still going live. All right. We ball. We ball. Latios is going up. If you're in the last lobby, please wait a minute and a half before joining in. So we can let some new people pop in. Oh, wrong button. There we go. 192.83746. Goes up. Let's go. Question is, what are we going to do for that? Alright, so Sly and I are going to be battling on Thursday. That's going to be fun. Peony is trying to give me Tornadoes. Yes, Temper is still here. Hello there, Shirdo. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Temper is still here. Yeah, we did. Didn't you get Shiny Tornadoes, or did you not get Shiny Tornado Face? I still can't believe we got Finny yesterday as well. I still can't believe I left it. How did you leave your Switch on all night, Temper? Thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed. How the freak did you leave that thing on all night? Oh, you didn't get interesting. I have that's worrying. That is exceptionally worrying, Temper. Like, how do you leave a Switch on all night? Because it only could have stayed on all night if it was plugged in, which means it should have been like receiving power and charging. So how's it flatline? What? How? That is thing. That is questions, Temper. I talked to someone I forgot was on. Hello there, Casey Angel. Welcome, welcome. Doesn't Switch auto sleep after like I'm charging 2 hours? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if you're not doing anything on the Switch, like it turns off after like 5 minutes or something like that. You know, the Switch will auto turn off after a certain interval of time. Well, I mean, Amazon might be able to help you right now, because remember, I'm still live. I mean, I thought it was in sleep mode, it doesn't consume power. Or at least, like, it consumes it very, 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 very slowly. You can go for, like, all night on that. But yeah, no, Amazon might be able to help you, like, get the stuff together before I can. Because, remember, I still need to prep for Sly Guy's fight, and I need to prep for my battle in the NBBL. So it might take some time for me to be able to get them. Kind of different music on Switch, except the TV never turned off. The place was off. Interesting. Linoon, very happy with that. That's actually really good. Mudsdale, just conserve your lash outs. I can wait for you to do. Well, the thing is, it's probably going to be a couple days. Go for the Togedemaru. But yeah, no, I'd recommend going for Amazon, because Amazon might be able to get it. Go for the Buffalant. Because like, Amazon might be able to actually get them quicker. Remember, I also have like other projects and things to work on in Temper, so it probably would be better to go the Amazon. Alright, what are our jobtions? I see bug type, alright. A Selgor, alright. Okay, we are gonna go Octillery, then we're gonna go Blaziken, then we're gonna go for... You know what, we're gonna go for the Grovyle. We'll go for the Grovyle. We will swap out Togedemaru for the Grovyle. It probably would be more convenient to go with Amazon, which is what I was kind of hinting at. Yeah, we need to conserve the Lash Out, though. We need to conserve those. Slash. Slash. Slam, exactly. The body slam. The body slam. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun, not so fun match against Sly. I've got ideas though. I've got plans. Yeah, actually, switch out the Togedemaru for the Octillery, and then switch out the Octillery for the Blaziken, and then switch out the Blaziken for the Grovyle. That's actually probably a better way of doing things. That way we just have the best options overall. It's a shame we didn't have one of the Water-type starters instead of the Octillery, because then we'd actually have, like, fake starters. We'd have, you know, Water-type starter, Grass-type, Fire-type, and a Pikachu clone. Why is I good at beat him? Well, I mean, I've beaten you, Temper. So that says good things about my ability to beat him. This, Jack Firesman, this is the encounter where we will hit odds, not over odds. The next one is the one where it will be over odds. So if we get it here, we got it exactly on odds. I have never played either of them. I thought we have that before. This one we have. Interesting. I've never played either Mario or Luigi or Paper Mario then. I would like to play them at some point. I just haven't yet. Maybe, Jade. Maybe. Well, I mean, I've only played one Mario game. The only Mario game I have ever played is Mario, Super Mario Wonder. So yeah, switch out the Togedemaru, and then we're good. I don't count Mario Kart, but I have played Mario Kart, yes. I have played Mario Kart. Bert? Bert? Alright, Bert, switch out at the Scientist NPC. I think Bert might be AFK. I said many times, Bert, to switch out for the Octillery. To be honest, my favorite certain Pokemon is Gouging Fire with Raging Fury while in the sun. Okay. Also, make sure you're live on the stream, Bert. Just make sure that the little red dot is next to live. Okay. That's okay. Will you not switch out for the Blaziken then? Just keep that and switch out the Mantine for the Grovile. Blank that name for a second. Okay. Okay, get my share. Make sure. The flaming chicken. The fiery chicken. Humanity is good for Blaziken and good for Grovile. Fast Terra, Solar Beam. Gober. Possibly. Possibly. Slouch. Here's that. Yeah, I haven't played many Mario games. At some point I will. Someday I'll be playing more of them. To beat Bread Man. That makes sense. Is that guy man of bread? I mean, I've been out of the battling scene for a while, so I wouldn't quite go that far, Neo. I've been out of the scene for, and thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. Many thanks. Wonder Origami King, 3D All Stars, 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and Brotherhood. Did Brotherhood release? I thought Brotherhood was announced this year, not it's already releasing. Because I mean, the question is will it be good or not? It's kind of a major thing. That's kind of a thing of important. It's loud. Thank you very much, whoever subscribed. IRC planned release date was November to February, wasn't it? Here. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, it's a pretty wide swath of time. Yeah. Well, that depends if it's going to be a Switch 2 release date. That depends if it's going to be a Switch 2 release title, which there is some skepticism on that. I mean, there's a bit of that. Well, I mean, that's the other thing. That's about how long in advance they would announce like ZA more trailers if ZA was coming out in February or March. ZA is not coming out in March or February. ZA is coming out in November of next year. I need a shiny Blaziken, so I'm going to load the ball. The way I'm happy this year is getting rid of the So, what happened to Alpha Dream? I remember hearing about, like, I remember that they made the Mario and Luigi games, but what exactly happened? You know, why did they go bankrupt, I guess is probably my better question. You know, that is a bit of a better question. Because it's very, I was about to say, it's kind of rare for game studios to go bankrupt. But as we have seen over the last several months, that is not a very accurate statement. I mean, just look at Rocksteady. Like a lot of game studios have, yeah, I mean, it's like last couple of months, we've had how many, like, big name studios just frickin' crash and burn? I mean, we know why. Like, the reasons they have are very plain to see. Rocksteady, you, Rocksteady, you could have done great, but you didn't. It's not Temper, don't blame Temper. Temper did nothing wrong. Yet. The last Mario Luigi game, the one before that, and the SND. The last Mario Luigi game, the one before that, and the two remakes they did horribly. Game End. Okay, so it was like Game End of 1,000 cuts. It was a slow, gradual process of just slow erosion, not like what happened with Rocksteady, where literally one game flubbing sank the company. Switch out the Grovyle, switch out the Mantine for the Grovyle. Okay. So, I mean, I'm hoping... Yep, the last blow was... okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm really hoping what happened with Rocksteady is going to be, like, a message to the entirety of the gamosphere. Follow Nintendo. Like, don't make video games that are, like, higher than the budgets of, like, blockbuster movies. Like, don't make these games that cost $300 million to make and take, like, 5 to 8 years of dev time. You know, go for much smaller scale games. Which, I mean, is another part of the reason I've always been, like, I don't care for graphics, I care for gameplay and story more than graphics. Because the higher resolution graphics are, the more expensive the game is to produce. The more expensive the game is to produce, the longer it's going to be in production. The longer it's in production, the less of those games you get. Nintendo's game philosophy, not Nintendo philosophy. Well, the thing is, British Snorlax, it's not really Nintendo's copyright philosophy. It is Japanese copyright law. Japanese copyright law is actually very, very, very different than American copyright law. And the reason why Nintendo and a lot of Japanese companies go so aggressively to defend their copyright claims, just go for Screech on the Grovyle, just use Screech. Now you guys can go for Lash Out. The reason why a lot of those companies, they go very aggressively to defend it is this. If you do not go aggressively after the small infringes on copyright, people who use the larger infringes on copyright can make a legal claim in court if you try and sue them. They've been letting people, they haven't been enforcing their copyright claims for years. And so they lose the ability to hold on to their copyrights. So they kind of need to pursue it very aggressively, because if they don't, you can make very, very, very strong legal cases that they haven't been enforcing it at all. So the copyright's basically relinquished. Yeah, it is because of the way copyright works in Japan being very different than the way it works in the US, and again, the way that legally enforcing copyright actually does work. It's a lot of legalese is essentially the way it goes. If you choose other Pokemon, you can... I'm not trying to follow what you're saying. Yeah, again, it's very, very complicated because it's copyright law. It's a lot of legalese. Because the other thing also is a lot of people actually don't know this is the case, which is one of the reasons why people are so against Nintendo when it comes to fan games. The reason why Nintendo is against fan games is because if people make fan games and they don't enforce it, big game studios can take their characters and their copyrights and their intellectual property, make games with them, and basically just steal their copyrights. It's basically they have to enforce it aggressively.
Yeah, it's not the exact same though.
Yes, you can do Dynamax Adventures for almost every legendary and all of the Ultra Beasts. You get different Pokemon every time you do the raid. It's kind of a hard thing to explain. It's kind of like you have to experience it to understand it. It's very weird. Oh, well, Speed Boost, that's nice. Wow, I actually got the boost. Nice. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why when I see people, like, rallying against Nintendo and Pokemon for forcing copyrights, it kind of destroys me on the inside, because it shows people don't actually understand what they're complaining about. Is that Nintendo needs to do this because they are protecting the ownership of their intellectual property. Like, if they don't do this, other game companies like Activision, Blizzard, Rocksteady, Bungie, they could make Mario games or Zelda games, and they would have no legal claim to stop them. So, like, that's kind of... It's a bit of an oversimplification, but, like, that is what it would lead to. No shiny Octillery. No shiny Blaziken. No shiny Grovyle. No shiny Latios. We are going over odds on this. I'm surprised I haven't gotten DMC. Well, again, it's something like making art is not really copyright infringement. But things like fan games, that is copyright infringement. Again, it's very complex. If you catch the Latios, keep it in here. If you catch the Latios and you take it, you will not be able to hunt it again. You will not be able to catch it. I guess Sega isn't accepting that. They outright accept it. Yes, like different companies do kind of different things, but again, it's different limitations. Sega understood the passion that people had for working on Sonic. That they're like, okay, we'll bring these people on because these people know what they're doing. Again, different companies have different ways of doing it. But, like, Sega, I would say, it was very smart about what they did. Sega did things very, very intelligently. Yeah, I mean... Now, do I think that there's something Pokemon can learn from... Nintendo and Pokemon Company can learn from that? I agree. There's definitely some stuff they could learn from that kind of policy. But I also do see why it is they do what they do. Because, I mean, another thing to consider about Pokemon and Nintendo stuff in general, well, mostly Pokemon, I suppose, and Nintendo stuff in general, no game, I mean, no franchise, like movies, TV shows, video games, comics, anything, can just set the internet on fire in the way Pokemon can. Like, I will always point out, before Gen 9 came out, people were doing Gen 11 leaks. Like, right when Gen 9 came out, people were still railing on the Gen 10 leaks, Gen 11 leaks. It's insane. So, bringing on people who do, like, fan games, you know, they have a very, 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 very valuable intellectual property that you kind of can't really trust everyone, you know, that you're having working on them. You know, for a while, it's complex. Which, it's one of the reasons why you can't really, like, monolith compare, you know, Pokemon and Nintendo to some of the other companies, is the degree to which the internet thirsts and hungers for news relating to Pokemon stuff is entirely different than any other franchise. Like, it is insane how different it is. I mean, I don't know a thing about Dragon Ball Z. I'll be honest, Light Heroes. I don't know Dragon Ball Z. Well, Dragon Ball at all. That's kind of like outside of my scope of really understanding things. But Dragon Ball is also a bit different, because that's not really a game. That's, you know, comics and manga, and that's also something to do with Akira Toriyama and his passing away, and that's kind of a bit of a weird thing. Yeah, I've never watched Dragon Ball. At some point I'll be watching it, but I have never seen Dragon Ball. I've really not watched many anime. I mean, I'd actually be curious to see if the Dragon Ball franchise is bigger than Pokemon, because Pokemon is the second most profitable video game franchise in the world, and it's only beaten out by Mario, and Mario releases like 6 games a year. So I would actually be very curious to see Dragon Ball franchise compared to Pokemon franchise in terms of, like, finances. Because that is legitimately very fascinating. Because both of them have, like, this universal appeal, which is a very, like, Dragon Ball and Pokemon are, like, the only 2 franchises in the world that have this universal appeal that, like, nothing else does, where it's people from all over the world love it, people of all age groups love it. So I'd be very curious about that. I gotta look into that now. I'm gonna go with the Mimikyu. Raichu. No, it's not bigger than Pokemon franchise than Pokemon. I think Hello Kitty is close. Hello Kitty, really? I mean, is Hello Kitty, like, really, really big in Japan? Digimon needs to be more popular. I know. Yeah, Digimon's got a hard time for things. Flareon. Yeah, this is so this is actually kind of a funny thing. Hitmonchan. So this is funny. The director of Godzilla Final Wars made a very definitive statement on who is Godzilla's biggest rival. It's Pikachu. Because when Godzilla Final Wars was being made, either the producer or the director said, hopefully, this movie will win, win back the hearts and minds of the younglings from Pokemon. I love that. We're gonna go to the left. I see a Bisharp. Like I saw that and I laughed, but I also was like, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, that's the funniest thing is that you look at like Japanese media. Japanese like media is an icon of Japan as a whole. Like you look at, Godzilla is an icon of Japan. Pikachu is an icon of Japan. Goku is an icon of Japan. I can't really think of many other, like, nations where a character is, like, a symbol of that country. I mean, and maybe it is because Japan is, like, very forward-thinking, and they lean into the influence that their, intellectual properties have. And, because they do things like there's a whole bunch of manhole covers all around Japan that are Pokemon-themed manhole covers for tourist attractions. There's, like, I think several museums in Japan that are, like, Godzilla museums. There's at the very least at least one massive Godzilla museum. Like, they fully embrace the idea. But, like, I know that, like, there's malls in, like, Tokyo that in Christmas, they cut Christmas trees to resemble Godzilla and run, like, piping through the tree where it where the pipe ends in the mouth, and the pipe is pumping through like CO2, like super cooled CO2, so it gets like that fog effect. And it's like, you don't see that anywhere else. Like you don't see like Superman statues. Like, you don't see, like, Christmas trees being cut into the shape of, like, the Hulk or Superman. You don't see, like, I don't know if it's, like, some big British thing. They don't have, like, a James Bond or things like that for that. You don't have that. But, like, Japan does, because Japan's based. I mean, when I say, like, American icon, I mean, like, the country promotes that character as, like, a projection of itself. Like, yeah, like, Japan does that with Godzilla, does it with Pokemon. I mean, I don't do it as much, I think, with Dragon Ball. But, like, they do with Pokemon and Godzilla, like, very, very heavily. But, like, I find it very interesting, like, you could literally do it with Captain America, whose whole thing is red, white, and blue, and he literally has a shield that's, like, got the flag on. Like, why? Like, you would think it would be the most logical thing in existence to do. I don't know, maybe it's just me. No switch. No switch out. Oh, Disney.
Disney was an American icon.
Disney was. And then they made a dark turn down the path of evil. Nobody switches out for this. Captain America without the stars. I thought it was called the Red Guardian. I thought that's what they thought the Russian Captain America was called, Red Guardian. I'm not the most, like, Marvel Comics familiar. I know the movies, and that's basically it. So we're gonna switch out the, we're not gonna switch out now, but when we get to Bisharp, we'll switch out Hitmonchan for Bisharp. Let's go for the Scientist Lady. Switch out, Agent Snom, switch out, Alolan Raichu at the Scientist, see if we can get something better. If we get, like, nothing good, switch out for the Magneton. I don't know, Disney... I mean, Disney's not going to heck slowly. It is face first crashing into that. It was going slow a couple of years ago, but now it's just fully just face first crashing. And like, I'll just message you one thing about Disney crashing face first into it. We can keep Barraskewda. Barraskewda is a good. I can vibe with a Barraskewda on the team. Yeah, but the stupid decisions have been going on for like a decade, if not more. Like they had some good movies during it, those had some not good ones. Hello there, Benel Martin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Magnet Rise, that's fine. We have no ground type moves. I am okay with this. Shadow Cluckle Slouch. I don't know if the Disney Plus shows, but I have seen stuff. But yeah, no, it's like it's been yeah, there's a lot of stuff in that. I mean, hey, it's stuff and things. Yeah, we don't switch out for this. We do not take the Magneton. We got one more DA after this that we'll be doing. It'll be fun. Pretty good. Oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah, Neo. That TV show cost, I think, $180 million to make. I remember someone did the math, and it's like, you could make, I think it was like 16 Godzilla minus ones. No, 180 million. 180. You could make, I think, 16 Godzilla minus ones for what that show cost. It boggles the mind. We're going for the Steel type. And it flopped. Look, the other thing is, if you look at like the other Star Wars movies, like the Rise of Skywalker, that one actually cost like 400 something million. But they were able to like disguise it through various means that it looked like it was 300 something million. Yeah, no, it's those movies just freaking do not. They cost so much. No, British Snorlax. I mean, you're gonna need to look at the whole Acolyte debacle yourself, Neo. Like that is. You're gonna need to look at that into yourself, because there is way too much to unpack. Like there's a frickin' heckin' lot to unpack there. But I will only preface it with this. What happened with that show is what happens when you go out of your way to antagonize the fans. You know, that is a that is a textbook case of F around and find out. Dynamax the Hitmonchan, if Hitmonchan can Dynamax. I have no idea what that means, Amazon. Please elaborate. Please elaborate. Our font. I remember hearing Disney is out there saying fans fall, but I was like, oh no, here's the thing. They were saying that before the show came out. That was before the show came out, Neo. You know, there was a lot. It was so absurd. You literally cannot make this stuff up. Is what Goku says, I guess. Interesting. I mean, I've never seen Dragon Ball, so I don't know. But yeah, oh no, Neo. It's what happened. It was insane. Like it was absurd what happened with it. Oh, it is indeed a very deep rabbit hole. It is a very deep rabbit hole. Hello there, FC24 player. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. If you guys haven't done so already, again, don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream. Alright. So what did you send me, Amazon? Switch out the Hitmonlee for this. Switch out the Hitmonlee for the Bisharp. You're not Dynamax the Bisharp against the Latios. The Dynamax play is going to be the Mimikyu. Yes, Hitmonchan takes this. I'll be back in a sec. Switch. But yeah, no. It's just Disney Star Wars has been a game ending of 1,000 cuts. It's just this is the straw that broke the camel's back. That's a lot of stuff that's been happening with it. Again, this is why we can't have nice things. Disney, why we can't have nice things. This is our first overodds hunt. Our first overodds encounter for Latios. Actually, is this? Actually, no, we do one more. We do one more after this one. Because this is good. It's good. Yeah, it's a Monday today, which is good. I enjoy Mondays. Saying Disney is falling. Oh no! See, the falling started before 2018. It's just that was when the falling was noticeable. Because you gotta remember, Neo, these things are not made immediately. The falling began back when they first bought Star Wars. Well, bought Lucasfilm. It's just it took about 2018 for it to kind of really show its head. Because remember, those movies take a long time to make. They're at like 2-3 years at most. So there's already a lag period then. You just what you're seeing, like what we are seeing now with it, is the way things were like 2-3 years ago. So the state it's in right now is just I can't even imagine. Actually, no need for me to even Dynamax actually, because we already did that much. Assurance. But yeah, no, it's I'm very surprised it survived that. I chunk that. Well, the falling's way bad when they go. I've never heard that movie. I'm gonna be interested. I'm gonna go look into that. But yeah, no, it's something. Just the everything that's been happening with it. It's interesting to see. Just interesting to see everything. Goodbye. We're bankrupt because that movie, and they still feel the effect. Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing that we're kind of seeing when it comes to like movies and video games. They're operating on a razor's edge when it comes to project success and failures. Like Rocksteady got absolutely sunk and just demolished by SS Game and the Justice League. They got freaking throttled by that. So the question is, well, what's gonna happen next? No, it's you know, just it's a lot going on. No shiny Executor, no shiny Magneton, no shiny Bishorp, no Latios. So Latios is going over odds. Almost went bankrupt because that movie. There's no way Disney would have gotten bankrupt from one movie on its own. There's no way that would have happened. Now, would have definitely hurt them. Wait, I think Professor John. Who's Professor John? Who's Professor John? You read the Latios? Thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. So Black Island was known as the darkest Disney movie ever made. It was so far from normal Disney, the people just didn't like it. It's called interesting. Interesting. Like Haldren, Blood Diamond, Snow White Days. Ew. Okay. Okay, I was gonna say, because I've never heard of a thing like that recently. I'm gonna do one. Nice. Sounds good. The question is, who are we gonna go raid? Who do we raid is the real question. Alright, remember, if you were in the last lobby, please wait a minute and a half before joining in. There we go. Let's go. And thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed. So who is Professor John? Who's Professor John? I have never heard of them. Granted, there's a lot of content creators that I've never heard of because I'm a little bit of a stupid. And I don't watch a lot of creators. Let's go, Professor. Your name is up. I have never been a high school professor, so I mean I'm 25. I just graduated college like 2 years ago. I am not a high school professor by any means. I prefer rocks to people, because rocks don't talk back. It's always nice. Human circles are a challenge. First person to find a giant ditto in the real humans. Interesting. Louis Jackson, please do not spam. Also, we have a Discord channel for Union Circles. Auroras, I'll take the Auroras. Go for the Seismitoad. Screech is actually quite good. Then, depending on that, so yeah, thank you very much, whoever just subscribed. Hello there, kid. Welcome, welcome. Go for the Seismitoad, Mr. Burt. Well, it's gonna default to them anyway. You just look like him. USA. We don't go into any more detail. Mudsdale. We do not give out personal information. Azumarill. Well, the good thing is we got it anyway. Okay. Alright. Okay, I see some good things. I see some things. Togetic, Latu. What two type is that? Please tell me that's Togetomar. Alright. We are gonna go Dusclops, Togetic, and then we're gonna go for something at the top. We're gonna switch out. We're gonna switch out the Mudsdale for this, for the Dusclops. Just go for Screech against everything with the Seismitoad. Just go for Screech against everything. Sounds good, Neo. Oh, no, thank you. It looks like, I don't know, like, gives me like Peter Pan vibes is the way that art style looks. It looks a little bit like Peter Pan, I guess. Yes, the yelly voice wave cannon of the Toad. Yeah, just conserve your power points on Aqua. On Play Rough, so just go for Aqua Tail. That's good, very good. Screaming Toad. Lash out. The good thing is that's very good. He has an interesting looking art style. Fascinating. Fascinating. Most fascinating. Bug out the pair alphas already. That'd be good. Very good. But yeah, no, just conserve your play roughs. Just go for Aqua Tail. You're good to go. You're very good to go. One of my favorite Pokemon. Nice. Nice. The funny thing is my favorite Pokemon is Metagross, but my favorite shiny is Gigalith. Metagross actually isn't really. I mean, it's like my fourth favorite shiny, I guess. I mean, granted, like everything other than my first favorite shiny is like a giant gray zone. So like the first is not Golbat, is Gigalith. Like everything else after that is like kind of fluctuates around a lot. It's a dark movie and it's horrifying. The Pokemon is right here. Nice, Lord Duval. Good Pokemon to have as a favorite. Puss, we already told you before. No. Quit with the spamming. We warned you once. Where's they add it to Unite? I'm kind of surprised that they haven't added it to Unite. Because it's Rhyperior. You know, it's the evolution of the one of the most famous Pokemon of all time. Maybe that's why they're going to ride on instead. Well, then again, they probably want to add more legendaries because legend is a big market value. Switch out the Mudsdale for this. Switch out the Mudsdale for this. Nice. Finish that sentence, Amazon, and you will be introduced to the smiting hammer. Finish that sentence at your own peril. There we go. Glaceon. Yeah, all of the starters at some point I think is going to be part of it. But yeah, okay, then we're going to go for Togedemaru after that. We'll go for, well, then maybe. Yeah, we go Togedemaru. Yeah, we do not take the Togetic. We do not take Togetic. This is not Umbreon. Yeah, Umbreon I have a respect for. I've used it in a lot of battles. But I respect Umbreon for its battling capabilities. I don't really care much for most of the Eevee family. Like, again, other than Glaceon.
I'm glad you enjoy the voice, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much.
I can go for Body Slam on those. Yeah, I mean, I never really grew up with the Eevee evolutions. I never really grew up with them, so they kind of... They don't have the same... Yeah, just go for Hex. They don't really have the same appeal to me that I know a lot of people do have for them. Which is kind of a bit of a weird quirk of me with Pokemon. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon that, like, I have a very different view on them than I know most people do. What is Oddish? Interesting. No, very based. Very based. Well, Screech is 85% accurate. It has a 15% chance of missing. So there's a very significant non-zero chance it will not hit. You gotta remember, Screech as a move has a very, very, very strong secondary effect. It's really to keep the move balanced more than making sense. You gotta remember, Pokemon is not a series that makes sense when you really break it down. If it's not 100%, it's 50. I hate that you're not wrong. That's the reason why, like, I slap wide lens on, like, anything if it doesn't have a perfect accuracy move. I don't like missing attacks. Okay, I finally got paralyzed. Yay! Finally paralyzed with the Screech. Yay! After only several turns. Heck. Heck. My voice is not that good. I won't screech. You could say its voice is a little froggy. Frogs and toads are actually the exact same thing. It's just based entirely on appearance. There is no, biologically, there's no difference. I accept all forms of hate mail, ladies and gentlemen. I accept all forms of hate mail. Now, who would be rated reader question? And don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream if you guys haven't done so already. What's Christian doing? Drill Core, never heard of that. No switch. For Radical Red and Nuzlocke complete and almost game entire. I have never played Radical Red. I mean, I don't play fan games and ROM hacks. It's just not really my cup of tea. What's Vandy doing? Oh, birthday thing. Unfazed. Alright. Yeah, I think we go fight Togedemaru. I don't like our options anyway, but like it's not horrible. So this is gonna be something. If Azumarill can Dynamax Azumarill, I guess. This is not gonna work. I've heard it's very difficult, but I mean, again, it's fan games and ROM hacks aren't really my cup of tea. I'm a bit of a stickler for the actual games themselves. It's a bit of an issue. You know, it's all big. No, it's all good. It's all good, Bert. It was all good. Who do we raid? Yeah, who's doing? Is no one doing Pokemon stuff right now? I guess, I mean, Unfazed is doing Shiny Registeel. Oh, we got paralyzed right there, of course. That's not good. Of course we got parried. I do have every Pokemon game. My favorite is Legends Arceus. Interesting. I'm not a big fan of Legends Arceus because I really like battling. And you don't really battle a whole lot in Legends Arceus. Let's go raid Zedman. Let's go raid Mr. Bread Guy. Mr. Zed Guy of Breadman. Mr. Zed Guy of Breadman. The yelly voice wave counter. Well, this is our last Dynamax Adventure of the day, Frankie Wilson. This is our last Dynamax Adventures of the day. Of course, we got paralyzed again. We can't do freaking anything. We can't do anything. Tomorrow is going to be our shiny Kyurem hunt. That's going to be fun. Are we going to seriously get stonewalled by this thing? Ah, it's the shiny. It makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. At least the screeches are connecting, which is good. That's the main thing. We just need to slowly chip away at this freaking thing. Just go for Shadow Sneak. Just go Shadow Sneak. At this point, Shadow Sneak will do a lot more damage than Hex will because of how low its physical defense is. Yeah, just go for Shadow Sneak because this thing might stat purge. Yeah, just go for Shadow Sneak at this point. Yep, stat purge. I'm very glad I said to go do that because all that damage would have been just completely undone. All that work have been. Hello there, MVM Pokemon. How you doing? Yeah, it's around every like third turn it does a stat purge of things. And they're still paralyzed. I'm still freaking parried. Good. Welcome back, Temper. Hello there, McGavin. Welcome. How you doing? Welcome. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream. I am not gonna switch out for this. This is Pokemon Sword. I would love some fried rice. What's that affects a Pokemon feel wrong by para or sleep mode? Well, sleep isn't that bad. Sleep is really not that bad. No, do not switch out for this. Do not switch out. I want these. I want the Seismitoad to stay. I want the Seismitoad to keep doing the Seismitoad things. Would make it. I have a weakness for fried rice. Seismitoad, go for Screech. Yeah, if the Dynamax is on Azumarill Dynamax and go for Fairy Move. If not, we wait to have the Dynamax be the Dusclops and go for physical Ghost Move. But yeah, let's go for Shadow Sneak on the Dusclops. Seismitoad, just spam Screech. Not a thing to joke about, Bert. Not a thing to joke about chocolate and dogs. That's not something to joke about. Okay, so it is Dynamax. Okay. Well, the good thing is, at the very least, the Dusclops is parried, so like that's not horrible. Thank you very much, whoever else just subscribed. Yeah, just go for Shadow Sneak. Just go for Shadow Sneak. Tomorrow is going to be our shiny Kyurem hunt, so that's going to be fun. And then the day after that is going to be our first day of our shiny Kyogre hunt. Don't think that Primal Kyogre is going to be coming back in ZA. I don't think Mega Evolutions are coming back in ZA, period. But who knows? No, it's all good. Yeah, no, just, it's better to go for Shadow Sneak. Freaking heck, that's a lot of damage. Bert, what they mean is your sense of humor is very messed up with that comment. What they mean is that was a very messed up comment. At the very least, the thing is now, let's drop. It's on the background. Electric 2.0. The reason Godzilla is in the background is because Godzilla is the greatest fictional character of all time, and I absolutely love Godzilla. We actually have an entire secondary channel that right now we're actually talking about Godzilla. Secondary channel's name is Max Allo. We got a new video on it tomorrow, actually. It's gonna be something good. Something cool. But yeah, no, we love Godzilla. Would you like to take a guess at which Godzilla that actually is? And wow, we've got flatlined. What's a puzzle Pokemon before? I think that they were the same typing as they are now. Again, that's how I can't though. Well, not exactly. Not exactly. Yeah, no, we love ourselves. Godzilla. Go Godzilla. Good damage. The Yelly Boys wave cannon. But yeah, no, next turn, just Shadow Sneak should knock this thing out, hopefully, if we don't get parried. But who knows? And thank you all, everyone who tuned in. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe for more. Leave a like on the stream. And if that bell notification, we're gonna go raid our friend. When literally gets the whole time. I love Tyranitar. Well, I mean, Tyranitar and Excalibur are both, like, very, very Godzilla based. I also absolutely love those two Pokemon. They're awesome. And there's the takedown. Very, very nice. Let's check this. Right. That is a lot of damage indeed. Very, very, very indeed. That's right. Yeah, that's the reason why, like, normally I hate the size of the Toad. Its moveset hurts me on a physical level because it's so bad. But if you have physical attackers, it's amazing. Purely because Screech lets physical attackers do so much damage. Alright, but we're going to go raid our friend's head. Let's do our final check. No shiny Dusclops. No shiny Togetic. I don't think that's a shiny Togedemaru, but I'm going to double check. No shiny Latios. Nope. No shinies. Very sad. But I will see you tomorrow. It's going to be Kyurem hunting. And then the day after that, it's going to be Kyogre hunting. It's going to be fun. I mean, I love Togedemaru. I absolutely love it. But yes, do not spam the link. The tag, only post it once. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a nice day. And see you over at Zedstream. Bye-bye. Good night, evening, afternoon, or morning, depending on where you are in the world.